We're live. I just called it Howdy Y'all.
Howdy, y'all. See, you're
Yeah, I
like one
just
of those
kept it.
rednecks, one of those
Yeah, I just
rednecks
kept
that
it.
on the side of the road that was asking my daughter, "Is that what was that? Is that one of them BMWs?"
Well, I mean, you said she was in the. She was. I know the neighborhood you said she was in.
Yeah.
Um, I've been through there. I mean, she's a very
You're
attractive young.
27, heading towards
Yeah,
Ocala.
yeah. I mean, she's a very attractive young lady. So I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I can see. I could see all the guys popping in like, hey, you need some help, Chugga?
Yeah. I know they're like, hey, you think Jimmy knows anything about them BMWs here? I don't know if Jimmy works on BMWs now.
Yeah, pretty much. Hey, elusive. What's up, brother? Elusive,
Yeah,
you want
that's
to come
pretty
up
funny.
here? We'll bring elusive prepper up here. Uh, hmm. I gotta find
Where's your
something to hold
puppy?
my phone. In his crate, hiding out because he don't want to deal with me.
Is it snowing up there?
Actually, no. It should
No?
be. Oh, you're eating? I'll probably be eating here shortly. Well, here, I'll shoot you the link. Hmm. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Do, 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 do,
I can
do,
still hear
do.
you.
Oh, do, do. Oh my gosh. Calm
Ta-da!
down.
Elusive says hello, Moonlight.
Hi.
Oh,
I can't see the chat. I guess I can go to the chat down here. Is he the only one in there?
that's yeah. He's the only
Okay.
one in here right now.
Yeah.
It says we got 5 people watching. I guess none of them want to say hi. And
Oh.
okay, so that means there's 3 people watching
Does it count
plus
me and you?
elusive. I don't know if it counts me and you. I
I
honestly
don't know.
don't know. No,
I
I don't
don't
think
either.
so because when I was on here, it only showed 1, and then it showed 2, and elusive was here. And I know one of them is my tablet, so I can actually read the damn messages and stuff.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's what I thought.
Well, you didn't tell anybody you were going live.
No, and I usually don't. I just go boop.
Well,
Oh, now we're up to
somebody else,
6.
nope, people might see. You can send a message to
Eh,
Chris.
I did.
Oh. So what are you drinking?
Coca-Cola.
Oh, Coca-Cola.
It's
Just
refreshing.
Coca-Cola, nothing mixed with it, huh?
Nothing mixed with it. Just a can of Coca-Cola. Oh, Backwoods is going live tonight too. Well, shit. No wonder ain't nobody here. Yeah, we got elusive. You're up here. You're up here hanging out with me. Well, we're up to
Yep.
7.
Oh, I went the right way. Usually I get it backwards.
Yeah, I always do.
So how's the doggy doing in the whole semi thing?
He's doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Behaving himself. He's every now and then, and I know it's just because of let me turn that up longer. I know it's just because he's been in the amount of time from the time we go to bed. Yeah, I'm on the road, Bubba. I'm stuck sitting up here in Ohio doing a 34. But the time between we go to bed and get up in the morning, I'll
Yeah.
get a little bit of an accident on the way out the door. Like when we're trying to get out the door and get him outside,
Right.
he'll pit a little. He'll leave a little puddle.
Little
Um,
tinkle.
yeah, kind of that. Dad, we built up too much pressure here, so I'm gonna have to relieve
Yeah.
some of it.
Aw. Well, he's still
But
so young.
oh yeah, I mean he's. See, I got him back in November. When I got him, he was about 6 weeks old. So December and January. He's probably right around six,
So he's like
14.
3.5 months, 4 months.
Yeah, somewhere between 3 and 4 months.
I
But
don't think
that's
I
why I
told you
keep
Caitlin got a puppy too.
these. Oh, Caitlin and them got
Um,
a puppy?
yeah, they got a little
Ah,
girl,
cool.
and it's
Aw,
a little. Yeah, I think her name is Bodie.
cool.
Yeah, and it's a little black and white dog.
Okay,
Yeah, she's really cute.
awesome. Hey, Lazarus, Chris, you gonna bring your butt up here? Watching from my hole on the couch.
Mhm. So am I.
Hey, Lee, tell Chris to get his butt up here.
Trying to dry off. I was soaking wet.
You gotta love that Florida weather, huh?
Oh, it's been just raining buckets, downpours, like really, really heavy.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, my wife was telling me that we were actually on the phone, and we got a tin roof over the outdoor kitchen, and
Yeah.
that's where we all hang out at most of the time. And
Oh, it's probably loud.
oh yeah, she couldn't even hear me, even with the
Yeah.
phone up to her ears. She was having a hard time hearing me, so she's like, I'll just talk to you later.
Yeah, and we were
All
under
right,
a
Lee.
thunderstorm watch too.
Oh, lovely. Joy,
Yeah.
joy, joy.
Well, she had to be under it too because it was all the way from Cedar Key east. So,
Oh yeah. Which is funny because where we live, it's amazing because there's times where I mean we've got a friend that literally lives the next road over, which
right.
from our driveway to their driveway is like a mile, maybe 1.1, 1.2. Because you got to leave our driveway, go down, come down and around, and come back up to their driveway. But they'll have rain there, and then it'll just split and like go around the rest of us
Huh.
where we live. And we'll get like no rain. They'll call us and be like, hey, is it raining over there? Like, no, we got sunshine. They're like, it's freaking pouring down here. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
good. Everybody, the rain's coming. Let's get stuff put up. 2 hours later, rain's gone. Never came to
Yeah.
our house. And I'm like,
That's what
you
happens
know,
here too. It goes all the way around and doesn't even come
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Well, same here today. It's been all day long.
yeah. My wife said it's been raining for like the last 2 days out there.
Yeah. It started about 2:30 in the morning. It woke me up and there was thunder and lightning and it was so loud and I could not go back to sleep. I think I went back finally fell back to sleep about 4:30, but it was still raining.
4:30 this morning.
Yeah. It was just so loud and the thunder was awful.
The link's on your phone, dopey. All right, let me see if I can remember how to do this shit.
Well, you just did it to me.
Yeah, but Chris is on the computer and he doesn't want to
Oh,
type it in from his. All right, so there we go. Come on. Uh, hey, Christina. All right.
hi, Christina. Lazarus. I don't know who else is in there.
We have 9 people watching, according to this. So actually 8.
Well, hello, 8 people.
We've got Lazarus Unleashed, Lazarus Homestead, which is Lee, Christina. Christina says hi.
Hello.
And we have Elusive. So
Yes.
we've got Elusive, Lazarus Homestead, and Unleashed. And Christina. So that's at least half of them. I don't know who the rest of them are. And I know one of them is my tablet because my tablet is considered watching. So, okay.
Pepper Setting's tablet.
All right. I'm trying to, there's a way you could post this, but that's not letting me. Won't let me. Damn it. All right, this pissed me off.
Well, I have no idea, so I can't help you. I can send it from my phone to Lee's phone, but I don't know if that's helpful.
Oh, there's usually a way you can put it in.
Well, can't you just put it up on the live and then just take it away after he comes up?
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to.
It's just been so long for you, you forgot.
Yeah, I'm old. I forgot. Thanks. Need the help, meanie. You're mean.
No, I didn't say anything about your age.
I know that. I'm teasing. Hey, Sassy Cat, welcome.
Hello, Sassy
Okay.
Cat.
Oh, all right. So hold on a second. I remember how to do this now. I got it. Hold on tight.
Okay, holding.
Please wait. That's gonna get all echoey and crap. All right. Damn you. Ha ha. Ah. I remember how to do it.
See?
Won't work. Tablets.
Hey.
Hey, brother.
You took so long, I had to type in the link.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I'm
Yes,
sorry.
it
I had to
was.
remember how to do it.
Hey, Moonlight.
Hi.
Steady.
Hey, Mama, how you doing?
I'm good. You know Gardner Josh is going live in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I saw that after Moonlight already talked me into doing a live. She said if I didn't go live next time she sees me in public, she's going to give me a purple nurple and hit me with a baseball bat. No, she didn't say that.
Wow. Okay. I'll pay to see that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Well, actually, no,
No,
wait.
no,
We've
no,
got to
no.
get her jars first.
Oh, God.
Where you at tonight, brother?
Oh, I don't know where she's at.
I'm in Ohio.
Are you in your RV, Moonlight?
No, I'm at my niece's. I'm dog sitting.
Oh. Sierra was like, is that
Yeah.
her new house? I'm like, no, I don't think so.
No. I
Yeah.
decided to come over to the main house because it's raining and I'd rather be over here.
Yeah,
I hear,
she's the one that has the horse.
I hear your horse that you just got is doing good.
Yeah, he's doing good.
Packing
He's
on some
soaking
weight.
wet. They're out there in the rain, but yeah, he's doing really good.
I know.
He's filling out nicely.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sierra's bones, everything, every time she moves, even her toes, they're all cracking. She's like, I'm so cracky.
Oh my God! You should have heard my coworker this morning. He went to go toss a cigarette butt in the trash, and he just goes like this. The minute he straightened his arm out, you heard a loud snap from his shoulder, and he just went.
Ooh.
That's every day for me. Please.
Ow. Oh, my wife's
Garden
on that
Josh,
truck
what's
right
going
now.
on?
Hey, Gardner Josh.
Hey, Gardner Josh.
Hey, Garden Josh.
Sharon, give the birthday goat a hug for her.
Aw.
Josh, you're welcome to come up for a few if you'd like.
I'm gonna grab a coffee. Give me a minute.
Stingray, how you doing?
That's not a witch's broom. You need the witch handle with the straw ends on it.
I was trying to crack my back.
Well, we'll use that.
Crack your back how, Sierra?
Use the wooden broom handle downstairs.
Oh my God. I hear her, she wants to crack her back, and I hear broom handle. What?
Because it feels like it just needs.
Want me to step on your back?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Actually,
Ooh.
I can't do that. I'll break your back.
you won't. I promise.
What?
She wants me to step
Can-
on her.
Can I come up there and step on her back? I want to do jumping jacks on her shoulders.
Oh, I can't even keep myself stable on her.
Is it working?
Oh,
No.
Just lay flat on the ground and then just lean over her and like put your fist in her back
she's laying
and
flat.
go down her spine and crack it. That's what I do to Ryan, my son. I just go down his spine and it goes crack, 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 crack.
Chris is putting his 400-pound body on her.
He's not 400 pounds.
Okay,
He
300.
lost weight. He's 395. He pooped this morning.
It cracked. It cracked.
Oh, it cracked. He just put his 300-pound
I
foot.
didn't put all of it. I put enough in there to where you couldn't do it.
Yeah, you're really light.
I can. I just am afraid to. Why would I want to do that?
I'm just waiting to hear her fart when he steps on her.
Oh,
You're kind of light. I could probably
I'm
pick
not
you up.
light. I just put.
No, I could probably pick you up.
No.
I picked up.
Hey.
both.
There's the cat going across the screen. Oh,
I saw his tail. Maybe that's what we could do. We could have Jack climb on her back.
Oh God! You see?
Hey, it's Jack.
Huge.
You see all the
He
water?
is.
I got water today.
Yeah. Speaking of water, I need a new case. I'm getting about half out. Dog's drinking it all up. Doesn't help me making coffee either.
Oh, Chris went by himself to get it today, and boy, I'm so glad I did not go. He was not happy. Not happy. So many people at BJ's. They ran over his ankle with the cart behind him.
And they survived?
What a kill!
Oh, I was dying when he came home and told me. I'm like, thank God I was.
I wanted to beat the brakes off of someone today.
Oh.
That
And
hurt.
Okay.
Oh, it's horrible. When you go up this hill to get to the where BJ's is, you got BJ's on one side and you got Home Depot on the other. In
Oh, wow.
between, you got the whole parking area for both stores. They were chock full. I had to park all the way, probably
No, I'm not
about
taking
2
that.
acres away from BJ's front door. Going
Wow.
and 25 cases on one of those flat carts going uphill.
But at least you guys didn't have any snow to go through, right? I mean, it was.
No, no,
okay.
thank God.
He doesn't
25
do that.
cases on a flat cart going uphill.
I couldn't even get somebody to stand there that works in the store to stand there with the flat rollaway cart.
So you
So
could
I
drive
pull
the.
my truck down and load it up there. Nope.
Hmm.
I was like, didn't even want to bother. I was scared by the time I got out the front door because I just got my ankles rolled over.
Wow.
Done it to me, so.
Now I'm pushing on a heavy cart. My foot is fully in that weight where Everything's on the forward of it, and all of a sudden, I just feel somebody just slam their car
Wow.
right in the back of it, and that was it. I was just like, "What the?" I just started dropping the bombs.
I'm so glad I wasn't there. Oh,
Halfway across the parking lot, going uphill, I'm struggling. This kid comes running out of nowhere. He had to have been a 15, 16-year-old kid. He just comes running out of nowhere. Oh, you need a hand? He just starts pushing it with me. Oh, thanks, dude. And then he helped me load it into the truck. And
Weight
I'm
to
like,
pull.
huh?
That's a lot of weight to pull, all that water.
Yeah. No, I wasn't pulling. I was
25 cases?
Pushing.
24.
I told.
They're
I don't mean any. Oh, I'm sorry, Lee. Go ahead.
They're 40-pack bomb cases of water each.
those big cases of water we gave you, Steading.
Yeah.
40,
Yeah, no.
25 of those on a pull cart. But I pushed it up a hill. There's no way in hell I was fucking pulling it.
That's as bad as me having to pick up and move 3 full pallets of 80-pound bags of concrete.
Oh, God.
My shoulder still hurts. So does my back.
So,
Sassy Cat, I'm in northwest Ohio. I'm west of Toledo right now.
yeah, so halfway to my truck, this kid comes running out of nowhere, starts pushing the cart with me. We get to my vehicle. He starts helping me load it into the truck.
That's nice.
I was like, oh man. And after we're done, he was like, I was like, dude, awesome, thank you. Nobody does this anymore. I ended up giving him my last $5. So I was gonna get a burger on the ride home, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, here you go, kid. Nobody does that anymore. And I was surprised. He's just like, hey man, you need help? And he just starts pushing with me. It's like,
One moment, please.
oh yeah.
Sassy Cat.
And inside the store it was just hell. Even with an empty car, I couldn't even get down to the water. People were just walking out in front of you, like not even saying a word. It's like,
I would have said, you know what? Get out of my way or hop on and I'll give you the way you're going.
because right when I got outside the store with all the water, a guy was walking with his little kid, and I'm freaking out. I'm swearing. I'm like, what the? Just
Glad I wasn't
letting out. And I looked up right behind me and I saw the guy and I was like, man, I'm sorry for swearing in front of your kid. And he's like, no, that's okay, man. I got fucking sick of it and left all my whole full shop right at the aisle. I just walked right out. He was so aggravated that people were just cutting him off, getting in line, but he was already in line.
Yeah.
Is BJ's like
Hang on
a
one second.
Costco?
Hey, Roy.
Yeah.
Roy, screw you too, and your mama. Hey, Yorga, you still in here?
Oh, I'm so full.
Stingray 1975. A little
Yeah, that's
Asian woman
Yorga.
probably the same size as my stepdaughter.
Okay, well, cool.
Hey, Yorga.
Hey, man, what's happening? I ain't seen anybody in a long, long time.
I know.
Yeah, how's it going?
It's been a
I
minute.
wasn't
all
sure if
right.
that was you or not because the different name that came up. What'd you do? Break yourself?
No, I got in a monkey knife fight.
Oh,
You
Who
should see
won
the
the
monkey.
monkey?
girlfriend
should
got
see-
tired of you feeding the cat more than her?
No, I ain't had a girlfriend a long time. No, I just had a couple. They took a couple discs out. They put a couple discs in like Legos, man. You know.
Oh, so
Yeah,
you're trying to become the new Bionic Man?
I haven't thought about that, but it is. I could put that on my list. Right, we can rebuild him.
What?
It is some sort of cadaver shit in here. So I'm wondering if it's a woman, they put woman neck bones in me. Does that make me trans bisexual or something? I don't fucking know, man. I've
I
been
don't
thinking
know.
about it. You know, I mean, I don't feel that way, but I do
Hey,
like
Jeremy.
women.
TJ Katz.
There's Christina. Yeah, I haven't talked
Sassy
to none of
cat.
them and Jeremy in a long time. I haven't spoken to them. Jeremy texted me yesterday with a joke.
Brother, how you doing, man?
Interrupting people when they're talking.
Sorry.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry.
Oh my God.
It's been a while.
Gotta excuse Chris and his rudeness.
Well, you're doing it too while they're talking, so zip it.
Shut your face.
What happened?
No, as somebody was talking, she yelled out TJ Katz. I did the same thing, and then I saw Jeremy's name.
Yeah, but you're sitting in front of the microphone. For me, it's not so loud.
No, Lee, we can hear you just fine.
Steady, how many jars you up to now for her?
What's that?
How many jars you up to?
20.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Hang on a second.
Oh God.
What's he doing now?
I'm gonna need a bigger box.
I think he's got Roy going to get some for you too in the states he's going through.
Yeah, if he's going through some that I'm not, hang on. I gotta move a bunch of shit out of the way.
His buddy Roy.
He's a fellow truck driver.
Yeah.
He's another one of my wife's friends from her childhood that I stole. He used to be her friend, and now he's my friend. And okay, we have Indiana,
Look at the screen on.
Pennsylvania.
Indiana wants me.
What
Remember that
are
song?
those?
Here.
Are those shot glasses?
No,
They're like
they're
mason jars almost.
they're
Uh,
okay. Let me see.
They're like little canning jars.
Let me see the size.
Hold on a second.
I thought they were little shot glasses.
Wait a minute.
Did you say shot?
How you doing, man? Long
Yeah, I thought they
time.
were shot glasses.
I think I might do a shot. I need it for my neck.
Rubber gasket and the little metal.
Okay, I'm gonna do this for now, real quick. So this is what they look like.
Oh, okay. So they're
In the
little.
cookie jar.
Those are
And
so cute.
they pop open. They have the actual seal.
It's like a mason jar, kind of,
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
and they say "My Little Pennsylvania Treasure Jar," and it's got each state name on it. And Lee, with all due respect, sweetie, I love you, your family. I have a lot of respect for you, but hell no, I'm not going to Alaska, nor am I going to Hawaii to get those 2 jars. Just not gonna do it.
Makes sense.
Moonlight. He started
Yeah.
collecting them on his own.
You can always do the Amazon.com.
I
There
can
you-
try.
You can try.
He started collecting them on his own and what?
And I never asked him to do it because I didn't even know about him. And he showed me one day, and then he just started collecting them from every state he's gone to.
Yeah, I'm kind of mean like that.
I love it though. We don't see those around here.
That's probably one you're not going to get on that list.
I got a little bit of steading here now when he comes and brings me. I'll always have something to remember him by. I love it.
Yeah. All you got to do is look at the top bunk on his truck and look to the right side. And you'll see all the Thrive Life that's sitting up there.
Oh no, that shit ain't up there no more.
No?
You ate
No, I
it?
left it at home.
Oh, okay.
I left it at home, and we used some of it at home. Ah. Okay,
It don't last long if you leave it open. So after a year, it's probably not going to be that good if it's been left open.
most of it ain't there anymore. My wife's been using it.
Sorry.
She's got some of it has been. She took some of it and vacuum sealed it.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's the way to do it to prolong it. I just got 5 cans of ground beef in today for my February order. Stocking up on my meats.
Yeah. And the sad thing is we're running out of shelf space.
I know.
And there's no room to put a shelf downstairs.
Okay, that one's got to come out.
I was thinking of taking some
Ah,
of
okay.
the Thrive Life and putting it on the shelves.
Okay, now.
I can go high with it.
Nope, that ain't what I'm trying to do.
I don't know.
Hold on. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. I'm trying to.
Chris doesn't
Eventually,
know,
I will remember.
Chris doesn't know it yet, but he's going tomorrow to get another 25 cases.
Okay.
Oh,
Pay
that's
attention
so
here,
Look at
Lee.
the screen. Hold on.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh my gosh, look at those. He set them
Hold
up.
on.
Cute.
Okay, Lee.
Yeah.
Everybody, a moment of silence, real quick. Let me do this. Georgia, Mississippi, Iowa, Oregon, Missouri, Louisiana, Kentucky, South Carolina, Florida, Nebraska, Alabama, Ohio, Texas, Tennessee, Wyoming, Utah, Arkansas, Idaho, Pennsylvania, Indiana.
And
That
they're
is
all different.
so cool.
Oh, they're so adorable.
Look how colorful too.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
is
gotta find
amazing.
a. I gotta find a
Blue.
wall to build a shelf on just for those
Those
now.
are amazing.
I think you need to make a shelf just for that.
Yep.
What about Japan? You missed Japan, didn't you?
Japan is not part of the United States.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
I freaking love them.
That is really cute.
I gotta find room in the kitchen for them, considering one whole wall is all of her cooking pans and cast iron.
I know. We'll figure it out.
All
You know
right.
what?
Okay.
Right here.
You
I got to
know,
set the phone down for a second. Bear with me, guys.
all along the top of that shelf, I'm gonna display them.
All right. You know what?
Actually, I can the shelves I did in the kitchen where all your pots and pans are. I can do a thinner shelf with smaller brackets
Oh.
and go right across the middle between that picture and that doorbell right there. I'll go right across the middle, and you can set them all up. But I'll make sure
Well,
I make another row just in case if you happen to come across 20 more before
Or
you come
we
back.
could put a small shelf under that top one, big enough to fit them above the
Well, hey, Chris.
pots and
I gotta
pans.
show them off real quick before you go.
Hey, Chris. Don't
Yeah.
think I forget about you, brother. I got some things in here for you too.
Big
I
cat,
know.
too.
Look at Sierra. Come look at this cat. Hurry
Oh,
up.
we gotta
Yes.
compare cats. Where's
Hurry
Jack?
up.
It's not a cat, it's a baby buffalo.
Go look at
It's
York's
cute.
cat.
A
I'm
baby.
telling you, he's big.
He's huge.
He's huge. He's like 20
I
pounds.
got those little tuxedo ones.
Where's our beast?
Yeah, he's a tuxedo cat. He's dressed for a table for two, baby. That's right.
Yeah,
All right,
my
come on.
daughter
Boy.
has a cat like that.
Yorga, wait till you see my kid's cat.
Oh,
What's that?
Dude, wait till you see my kid's cat.
look at the paws on that thing.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
My daughter just came back from Japan, and they had two cats with them. These crazy Okinawan pussy cats. And I swear, man, after having him for all these years, these are full-grown cats, but you pick them up, and it feels like you're just picking up this
Mhm.
oven mitt or something. You know, it's like Jesus Christ, these cats don't weigh nothing, man. And they would come up to him and hiss at him, and he would just look at him and go,
So whatever. This America, do the man go gangsta on you?
Boy.
So he had to deal with him for a week, and I was like, thank you, Claude, for not murdering, my daughter's cats. So they got on base living. He was. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go back and forth, but she married a Marine. They were in Japan for 3 years, and now they got a house on base. So, and their cats.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, and Lee,
Yeah.
FYI, every time I get a new jar, I take the price tag off the bottom, sweetie. So don't even think about it.
That's okay. That's all right. You're gonna be going home with stuff too.
I usually do.
Put 'em up.
Hey, Chris.
I think Firefly wants to go when you're there.
Oh, you got me
Yeah.
one of those detachable blades for carving? Ah.
It's got
Nice.
it's got a 3.0 drop point in there and a 3-inch utility.
I already saw it.
Oh,
You can't touch me. If I can't touch you, you can't touch me. Steady stops and looks.
Chris is liking it. This is the most action he's gotten in months.
Cheers. I'm pretty much a
Oh,
utility knife kind of guy
good.
myself. Just go for the basic utility. You can do anything with it.
Nice.
Woo!
Oh, there's the fat cat. Get him.
Oh, I'm getting away.
He's under my bed.
Oh, I missed the cat. Did I miss the cat? Hold on.
all right. Give me a minute. I gotta put this stuff up.
Oh, that's a big boy too. A girl, yeah, man.
Oh, he's a
That's a
big
big
boy.
boy.
He's about 23 pounds.
20. He's bigger than mine. Daggone it.
23. I call
Mine's
bull.
20.
That's at
Mine's-
least a 45-pound cat.
That's a big ass cat. But see, that's like prepping. You got to look at it like prepping, you know, because I mean, World War III might come, and you know, it might be looking like a turkey over there, you know.
I
Much
keep
hate to
telling
say
you.
He's the last line of food eating right there. We could probably live a month and a half on him.
Yeah, my cat will probably eat me instead.
He's brutal. He's trying to do his claws. It's a nightmare. I got welding gloves.
He ran up and attacked me. For
I have
Mine
a
ditched
phone
me
call,
yesterday.
so I'll be right back, Steading, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
You dropping down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, nice meeting you. So not old.
She's got a report for the parents because she's babysitting.
My cat has gotten very clawy. Like if I pick him up, the claws come out, and it's like, man, dude, don't, man.
No,
You
fish.
can hold him probably for
Sherry.
about a good 25 seconds before he starts getting really irritated. Then he starts making his noises. Then he starts clawing.
That's what mine does.
My stepdaughter, she could walk out of her room and that cat just comes in and starts attacking her feet and her legs, and he's brutal.
Mine doesn't do that. Mine's really, really laid back. But if you, I like to wrestle with him and stuff, you know, like throw him up on the bed, you know, and he always wins.
Look at him.
Yeah, that's cat's bigger than mine, man, and mine is big.
I feed him at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. I'll feed him wet food, and it's supposed to be twice a day. But it seems like every time I come home, I'll look at the counter and there'll be 4 or 5 different cat dishes there from that one day.
You know what? And people get mad about that. Like, you should feed him so much. Man, he's happy. He's healthy. Man, screw it. Give him whatever the hell he wants. Give him a freaking beaver.
It sounds like a camel trotting down the hallway.
Actually, a cow. I think
A
it's
cow, camel, whatever. But you can hear
Or if he
him.
jumps off of something, like up high, the whole house goes, boom.
Oh yeah, if he jumps off the counter and hits the floor, it literally sounds like you're dropping a brick on the floor.
Wake me up, man. I'm like, what the hell?
He woke me up the other morning. He was pawing me in my face. I was ready to bash him one.
Right, Sherry?
Huh?
Sassy Cat says she has a cadaver bone in her neck too. Maybe it's one of the ones they took out of my neck and they just stuck it in yours. Can't trust doctors anymore. Hey, we got one of these laying around. Slap it in there like a Lego.
Yeah, Sherry Leach says, yeah,
He's gonna jump.
yeah, Sherry Leach just said, yeah, feed him to death.
He might jump at you.
Nah.
She actually got the cat to break his height on jumping. She got one of those little laser dots.
Yeah.
She had it up on the wall, and literally the cat jumped about halfway up the wall, higher than the counter. So I'm like, that's probably the last time he's gonna get that high again.
Up to the third step.
The best thing I can do with mine is he will do tricks because he grew up with dogs the first year of his life. He was a cat with like 5 dogs before I got him. And I can make him sit. I can say sit. He'll sit. I got to give him treats, you know. And I can say, give me your paw. He gives me his paw. I give him a treat. And I say, give me your other paw. And he gives me your other paw. So he's intelligent. You know, I can't make him roll over or no shit like that.
This one
Wait a minute, the lady's back.
He'll cry and then he'll start rolling on the floor. That's all he does. Then he meows all the time.
How old is that cat you got?
He's gonna be 4.
No, he's 5.
He's gonna be 5. Oh God,
No, he is 5.
he is 5.
I think.
Mine's 8.
Got him in 2018.
Well, we can't let him get too old, otherwise the meat gets tough.
Yeah. In dog years, I'm like 500 in
Think with
dog
all
years.
that fat that he has on him, studying, it's gonna preserve that meat.
TJ Cat says she has a 22-pound cat and a 6-pound cat. Yeah, mine's right about 20. And that's a
Wow.
big ass cat. That's a big ass cat, man. But
Yeah.
my
Oh,
friend
yeah.
here, I'm trying to see what's your name? Lazarus Unleashed?
Yeah,
Lazarus, almost like Lazarus, but different. Yeah. Yeah, your cat's fatter than mine is.
yeah, because the kids feed him 4 or 5 times a day.
Mine eats all the time. Mine's spoiled to death. If I run out of treats, he's gonna eat me. I have to literally go to Food Line just to get his ass treats if I run out.
Oh, TJ's
No.
got 9 cats in the house. Now that's prepping.
Oof.
That's
You ain't
prepping
gotta-
though. You know what I'm talking
If the
about?
power goes
Yeah.
out, you ain't got to worry about the freezer defrosting.
No,
Dex might be
That,
one.
that's they're alive. You
Yeah,
just take
it's like
them when you need them.
it's like KFC, only without the K. Put a C in there. CFC.
got to fight with you once a week, Tuesdays, to do the kitty litter box. Not
I
just
know.
one. 9 cats with 5
Wow.
litter boxes. Forget about it. They'll be out
Mine
there.
goes in and out. Mine. He's got girlfriends and shit. He's got other houses he goes to and hangs out. No, he does. In the wintertime, he'll come home smelling like a wood fire, like he's been laying next to somebody's freaking
Oh my God.
wood stove or something. Yeah,
Hey,
and I don't have one of them. So it's like, man, where you been, man? It'd be like the
And
coldest
everybody
night of the
knows he
winter.
belongs to you.
What's that?
Everybody knows he belongs to you.
No, I don't know. I don't live in a neighborhood, but I've got
His cat is
cool neighbors. We're all kind of spread out like on 2 acres each, and I figure as long as they're not hurting him and they're probably feeding him and
Wow.
shit, I don't care, man. Go hang out,
Start
It'll be like
worrying.
the coldest night of the winter, and he hadn't come home, and I'm like, he's up to something.
Then you'll
He'll
find
come home in the morning, all like, yeah, hey man, and but I'll pick him up, and he smells like a wood fire, I'm like, you've been staying over somebody else's house, you vagabond. I don't care. As long as they treat him okay, I don't give a damn.
Hey, just wait. If you start seeing kittens lining up at your door, you know what he's really been doing.
No, he's already fixed.
And then
He's
the
fixed and chipped. He's got it all, baby.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
been
he
fixed and chipped.
can go do whatever he wants to. As long as they treat him okay, I don't care.
We should chip Jack.
Sassy cat.
Yeah.
It's
know,
really
we-
hard for me to say what my favorite state is to go through because there's so many that I enjoy.
He won't get out.
He's gotten out a few times.
Yeah, all you gotta do is kick the screen door and he runs. He runs right back in the house.
I'd be interested to hear that from you too, Donkey. Which is
What, my favorite state to go through?
Yeah.
It's hard to say because
I mean, is there
there's so
one you're
many
getting ready to
beautiful
come into and
places.
you go, oh yeah, I can't wait to get there? Is there one of those?
I would have to say probably like North Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, up in that area.
I'd like to see that area of the country. I have not, though. I'd like to
No,
see
geez.
that.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful out there.
I was very excited to see South Dakota this fall.
Oh God, it's beautiful.
Like that was one of the ones I wanted to get to North Dakota, but we didn't get that far. But I was very excited about South Dakota.
Is it kind of like nobody's there?
It was like farm, beautiful, beautiful farms, huge corn, like just corn as far as you could see.
Flat? Real flat?
Where I was, yes, I didn't get to where like any kind of mountains or anything like that.
Yeah, I need to go out there before I
went on
die.
the beginning part of it, and then we scooted down into Iowa.
Maybe
Yeah.
Idaho.
Iowa, I think.
Probably
and then
Idaho.
Indiana,
No, from
and then back
South
up into
Dakota.
Michigan.
South Dakota would
Yeah.
be Iowa.
Not South Dakota.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
South Dakota, and then Iowa, and then where else
Really?
did we go?
Nebraska?
Idaho.
No, because we came back around and went in through Michigan. We went around. We did a loop. Gosh, what else did we do?
Idaho is over next to Montana. It literally goes Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon, California.
Utah's in there too, though, right?
Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas.
Yeah, we didn't
Oklahoma.
do any of those.
Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Wow.
South Dakota, some beautiful area in South Dakota would be the Black Hills. That is just absolutely gorgeous up through there.
Isn't that where isn't that where like Mount Rushmore is and all that?
Yeah, up in that
We
area.
didn't go that far.
Okay.
I wanted to, but we just did not have enough time.
And TJ, my state of confusion is constant. It never ends. Yes, I've been to Minnesota. Now I'm going to say this. Outside of the Minneapolis area, I hate that area. It sucks. And when I say I hate a particular area, you got to keep in mind, when I say I can't stand being in an area because it sucks, I'm speaking from a truck driver's perspective.
Yeah.
And it's usually a major city, so it's usually cram-packed full of dumbasses that can't drive.
Well,
So that's
everywhere
my
now.
perspective. Well, pretty much. Minnesota, however, has some places that I absolutely love going to. I have seen some little ponds, lakes, even some rivers that the water is just crystal clear. I mean,
Wow.
like you can see the plants and the fish doing 50 miles an hour down the road looking out my window.
Damn.
Yeah, like clear. First place I ever saw a live beaver. A real beaver, you perverts, get your minds out of the gutter. But
Nobody even said anything yet.
I was beating y'all to the punch. But the first place I ever saw a beaver was in Minnesota.
Well, now we can't think about that, anything else but that.
But continue about the beaver.
Yeah.
Please.
Northern
It
Sounds,
was
how you doing?
fine until you said something. Nobody even thought about that.
He could have called it a muskrat or something. I don't know.
Okay, Tony and Katie, how's it going? If I'm not mistaken, Tony and Katie, aren't you in
They're in England.
England, isn't it? I
Yeah.
thought so. Okay.
Well, you know, they change the name every day. It's either they're British or they're English or it's UK or it's freaking whatever it is, whatever they feel like that day. But yeah, Tony and Katie are nice people. They're very nice.
Yeah, but
So the beaver.
I would have to. I can say this: don't ever pick up a dead beaver because it might not be dead. You might lose a nipple.
Oh my
Just saying.
God.
If you don't believe me, ask Jeff Foxworthy.
You might marry one.
Just don't try to get milk from one.
Don't try to ever milk a beaver. They'll slap you with the tail. I don't know how I know that, but
No, beavers can.
I've never been in Minnesota in the springtime either.
Female ones. The animals that are females mostly can.
Minnesota in the spring is beautiful.
I bet it is. Never been there.
People don't drink beaver milk.
I've been a lot of places, but not as many as you. That's why I like to hearing about all these different places you've been. It's cool.
It's kind of weird.
I've been to every state on the continental U.S.
All 48. Wow.
All 48 of them.
That's something. And working.
Yeah. Vermont and Maine, those are two beautiful states to go to. Matter of fact, the first time I ever saw a live moose in person, like, was coming down I-95 in Maine.
Wow.
And it was a young bull. He didn't even have antlers yet, but he was hauling ass down the shoulder of the highway. And then all of a sudden he just went whoop. It was a moose.
Those things are humongous, aren't they?
I mean,
Yeah.
he was like a young one, and he was still. I mean,
Sure, it wasn't a deer.
well, he was down. So you got the highway, and then you got the shoulder that comes down. So
And
he's
you're in
like
Maine,
down
so it's
here.
probably a moose.
Oh, he was a moose. I know my critters. But I'm telling you, even though I was up here flying down the highway, his head, even though he was young, he was probably 1 to 2 years old. His head was still right there with my door.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
Sure, it wasn't a Bigfoot.
Oh, no.
They say they're on 4 legs sometimes.
I wasn't Bigfoot.
Steading. No, a full grown moose would be like what, 2,500 pounds, give or take?
Depending. One of the bartenders I knew out in Montpelier, Idaho. She 1 year she got her moose permit because they do it by a lottery up there.
Yeah.
And after she dressed him, he was 2,200 pounds.
Wow.
Damn.
God,
Imagine hitting that with your truck.
that's
Uh-uh.
like
it'd be
that's
total.
like cleaning an elephant or something, man.
No, that's like hitting a car.
Yeah.
And I've actually met some people that have hit moose with their car. Car's totaled out. The moose basically gets up, looks at them, and walks off.
Hey, we've had people here, and all we have is deer here, but we have big rat deers, and people that have like hit a deer, the deer will come through the windshield, and the rack will actually go inside of the driver and kill his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
Oh
hit a
yeah.
deer though, thank God. I knew a guy that put one of those whistle things on the side of his fender so he wouldn't hit a deer, and that day he hit a deer.
How'd
Yeah,
that work out
I
for him?
swear to God, it happened. It's like, man, fuck this whistle.
We got deer around here. You don't see too many bucks unless you go deep into the woods to where they're always hiding.
Yeah.
You barely
I
see
mostly see doe. I mostly see the little ones, or maybe a male with just a little couple of buds on top. That's
Spike.
yeah. But thank God I never hit one.
I don't know.
Yesterday morning, right down the road from me, there was 5 dead deer.
Mm.
Ah,
So
Five?
I think 5.
for
Wow.
what? What they
I
do?
don't know. I don't know if they just got hit like one right after the other or what. But they're
They were
right
all
down the road from me.
golly.
They're all dead yesterday morning.
Look at Sherry Leach's comment. My dad got a bull moose and its rack covered a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Big rack.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I know some guys, and I am not a deer hunter. I'm just, I don't ain't got nothing against it. I was never brought up doing that or anything. I love to shoot guns and all that kind of happy horse shit. Anyway, these friends of mine went out in the country and they shot a deer and they had a pickup truck and he was a big old buck and they threw him up in the back of the truck and they came into the town to, I guess, what do? You tag them or something, or you have to,
Yeah.
The tag. Yeah.
whatever they were going to do. And on the way into the town, the buck won't dead, and he got up in the back of the
Oh my
damn
God.
truck, and they didn't know it. They were up in the cab. They've been drinking beer and stuff, and everybody in the town was going, "Holy shit! Look, they're driving out through the town with this big ass buck with a big ass rack up on his head, looking around and shit." I don't know what they did after
Heard about
that.
that happening. Like they just go into like a shock.
Yeah, it would make a great movie.
Yeah.
It'd be like Cocaine Bear or something,
Well, they have done that in movies where they woke the deer woke up in the back seat and
It's
went
like that. Yeah.
What was that movie?
Tommy
It was
Boy.
like
Tommy Boy.
what was it? Tommy Boy.
They
Yeah.
did that in Tommy Boy. They did the same exact thing. Oh, this is way before Tommy Boy. This is in the 70s, man, when I heard this story.
Oh yeah.
At the top of the cab where your head is, the deer was looking up over top of that, going through the
I met a truck driver that he's hauling potatoes now, but he used to pull log trailers for logging companies up
Right.
in
Yeah, they're
way up
dangerous.
in yeah. Well, he was working way up in northern Maine. One of the companies I used to drive for, we used to go up into upper Maine, right up by the Canadian border, to get seed potatoes and stuff and bring them down south for people to plant them.
Right.
Well, I met this driver one day and we were sitting there just, bullshitting and talking. And he was telling me that years ago when he was still driving, he had a Pete 379, 389, something like that. But he had one with the big, wide front grill. He said he was coming down the mountain on a dirt road with a trailer full of logs. And he had to come to a stop because there was a bull moose in the road. So he had to just stop and wait. And he said the bull moose came up to his truck. And he said that bull moose's rack went from fender to fender on his tractor.
Oh, I bet.
He must have had some hellacious brakes too, man. With a full load of logs coming down a mountain.
Yeah.
I used to go to church with a guy that back in like the 30s, they used to log the mountains up here in Virginia, which they're not big mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains. They said what they
They
do
still
is they
got
would,
some steep grades up that area.
oh hell yeah, and they would load up the truck just like you said, but then they would take chains and chop down a bunch more trees and chain them to the trees, and the trees would drag behind the truck as they went down the mountain. Have you ever heard of that? It was like in case I guess, your brakes ain't gonna do but so much, but you got this big ass load of actual full trees that are dragging behind you just to get down to
Yeah.
flat land. Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah,
Okay. Hey, Black Watch.
Hey, Black Watch.
I like that comment from Northern Sound. Hit a doe in Scotland about 85. Nasty mess. Ended up being taken to hotel for venison.
Oh, yeah. In my neighborhood where I live, you can actually put your name and phone number on a list. And if somebody hits a deer, and if they do it the right way, if you hit a deer and you call wildlife, wildlife will come out. Well, instead of just letting it lay and waste, they'll call local families and see who's available to come out and get it, and you can take it home and process it.
Oh,
And
so you guys are on speed dial.
shit, yeah. I mean, my wife knows everybody at animal control. She knows half the damn wildlife officers. Yeah.
but they say that if you hit a deer, that meat that you hit is like no good, right? It's like
Yeah,
moosh or something, right?
bruised.
Well, it depends if you hit it hard enough and you hit it in the right spot. And if you bust open the bladder,
Right.
it's done. That meat's no good. And
Yeah.
we've had a couple of deer hit down the road, and I was actually going to get takeout one night, and I pulled up on
Takeout.
it. And two cruisers showed up. They came over and they
No,
put two
takeout.
rounds
That's
in, and
funny,
that was
man.
it.
Sorry.
Chris, I need to jump in here for a quick second, if you don't mind.
Go ahead,
Racing down your road and hitting the local deer at 45 miles an hour is not considered takeout.
I wasn't going for that.
Said. I was going for takeout.
No,
No,
somebody
it's called
hit
take
it
home.
off.
Yeah.
Somebody
Go
hit
ahead,
it
Chris.
and took off.
Oh, man.
So people up that lived in that neighborhood, they were standing outside waiting for the police to show up, and the police showed up. And as I was getting ready to drive away, they popped 3 rounds in, and the highway department came and took it. I was like, yeah, they got free meat out of that one. They don't call the game wardens up here, and there's one that lives in the next town.
But yeah, that's a lot of places. They'll let you keep them. You just got to get your name on a list. And some of them, they go to like some areas will actually donate them to like homeless shelters, things like that. Very
Believe
low
it or not,
income families in the neighborhood and the area.
Ted Nugent hunts all the time, and he donates about 90% of the shit that he kills to homeless
Yep.
people. Yep,
And that's all on his land.
it's all on his land.
That guy's got what, a couple hundred acres of land that he runs around on?
Lots and lots.
He
And
lives in.
he,
Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, just like he said, I have one arrow, I get one kill. You know, he's not out murdering everything and destroying everything that's out there.
No.
And I'm not
He.
Mr. Ted Nugent either, but what he has to say makes a lot of damn sense. And he does donate the meat,
Well,
so
Ted
there ain't
Nugent is also a big advocate for conservation.
oh, I
Not
know.
going out and just sport hunting and killing every beautiful buck that you see or
Exactly.
things
He
like
loves
that.
the
He
outdoors.
doesn't do that. He does trophy hunt, but he donates the meat. And like you said, he does donate the meat. I've actually driven down the same road that his house is on in Jackson,
Really?
Michigan. Yeah, I've actually been past his house. I had a friend that he had a family member that lived out there, and I didn't know it when we drove by it. But what was it? Was his uncle or his cousin or some shit like that? We went out to hang out with him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, you see that house with the pond in the front yard up there on a big land? Yeah, yeah, that's Ted Nugent's house." And I'm like, "What?" Because I was like a fan, and I listened to Ted Nugent at that time in my life.
Yeah.
And I was like, "So if I stop in there, you think he'd say hi to me?" And he's like, "Oh hell yeah!" He said, "He'll
I
probably take you
guarantee
out
he
back and go
would.
shoot and everything." He wasn't home.
Yeah, but he would have just said, "Come on in, man." I almost
Probably.
guarantee I'd bet a paycheck on that.
Well, he's also a big 2A supporter as well,
Oh
gun
my
rights and
God, I
such.
know.
He's also a retired sheriff's deputy, and I think
Oh,
a
yeah.
I didn't know
honorary
that.
deputy. Yeah, I didn't know that until I saw him on a TV show that they were talking about it.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
that.
still I still like when Ice-T was on a particular show. Hold on a second. Sorry to have irretrievably lowered the tone of your show by inviting Mackie old Black. It's okay. I don't mind hecklers. They're fun. But it's not really any one topic show tonight. It's just hanging out, having fun, seeing old friends again. But no, Ice-T is a big supporter of the Second
Huh?
Amendment.
The clearance price.
Really?
When I bought it, it was $35.
We all should be.
Oh yeah,
Should be what?
I
Like steading?
No,
supporter
supporters
of the
of the
Second
Second
Amendment.
Amendment. 2A. I mean, for the people who are intelligent and they know exactly what it's actually all about, it, you know, it is about defending yourself in your own home, which I can pretty much
Well,
reach anywhere and get anything I want. But it's
it's not,
but
but
it's actually about the government. It's about fighting. If the government gets too big, you fight the government back, and you have your means of doing that. Correct?
yes, that was its original. Because if you look at the Second Amendment, it says um, a militia being necessary of a free state, the right of the
Yep.
people
Thank you.
to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Now,
Yep.
back then, the word keep infers ownership. The word bear means to carry. So
Yeah.
what really baffles me, like even ex-felons, if you go by the new ruling from the Supreme Court, which was the Bruin decision, which was Bruin versus the state of New York, um, the Bruin decision basically says nothing else matters except history, text, and tradition. At the time, the Second Amendment was conceived and introduced into legislation or if you understand what I mean.
Ratified.
Yes, when it was made part of the United States of America.
Law.
So,
Yep.
One of the other things it says in the Constitution is that Congress shall pass no law that violates a constitutional right. And a constitutional right is not something that is given by any government or entity. It is a right you literally have from birth, being a citizen of this country, or a right you gain by becoming a citizen of this country.
Okay.
We are one of very few. We are not the only country in the world that has a constitution. Some I can't remember what country it was, but I remember seeing it. It was one of the little learn you something shows that I was watching. But it's like Switzerland or something like that. But everybody has a right to own a firearm. And it's encouraged. I mean, you look at Israel. Of course, Israel is literally surrounded by enemies, people that hate them all the way around them. But
Yep.
everybody's a soldier.
Yep.
Once you reach a certain age, you go to your process through into their military. You serve X number amount of time, and from what I understand, like your guns, your rifle, your fatigues, your body armor, whatever you're issued, goes home with you because you're always on call as a member of the military now.
Yep.
And it doesn't matter, male or female. They
Yep.
look at it as we need all the help we can get. So, ladies, suit your ass up, grab a gun, and hit what the hell you shoot at. And I'm gonna tell you, they got some badass women over there.
All of them are super badasses. And if you look at that country, if it's like the size of my thumbnail, they're surrounded by enemies that their countries are gigantic. And why are they still there? Because they're God's people. Yeah, they are. And like you said, they train them. And I
Yeah.
think you have to go into the military at like 18, 17, 18, something like that, for like 2 years at least. So like you
Yeah,
were
it's like
saying,
2 or 4 years or
everybody has
something.
to be trained to defend.
Yeah. And I mean, you got to kind of give it to them. I mean, they're surrounded by,
You
hey,
got to
Fuzz
give it to them.
D4K,
They're surrounded by
they're surrounded
bug-eyed
by
bastards
people that,
with a bunch of backwards rockets that they want to just shoot in there, with no, smart anything, and they kill people and they kill
oh,
innocent
yeah.
people. I want to go there bad. I really do. I want to go and
Not
take my
me.
shoes off and get my feet in that soil, man. God's where, where Jesus walked and everything. I mean, I don't want to get religious or anything, but I would like to go. I'd like to see the pyramids too, but I don't think, white boy here is going to go off too well over there in freaking Giza,
Um,
That's
Egypt.
why
You know
we're
what I mean?
staying here, buddy.
What's that?
Egypt
We're
is
staying
a
here.
different. Yeah, Egypt years ago,
Yeah, you could go.
tourism was great. You could go over there, no problems.
Well, you go to
Now,
Spain and then fly right over the Med and you're there. You know what I mean? You could do,
yeah.
because I knew people that did that. They'd go to visit Spain, fly over the Med for one day, and you're in Egypt and you're at the pyramids. You could ride a camel and you could fly your monkey ass back, and then everything's cool. But I just don't know about now, man.
I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even chance it. I mean, even if we had the money and
Right.
had no problem getting on a plane and going for a flight somewhere across the other side of the world, but
I
the
do.
way it is out
I'm
there,
not
it's
getting
like,
my happy ass in a plane. Mm-mm. Hey, Beaver Valley.
no, because they either crash or disappear, and I don't want to be one of those.
Well, wow.
It's just,
I'd rather
it's
just
just gotten
stay
too
here in
risky, man.
Massachusetts, work every
For what
day, care
for
for
what
my
you get out of it,
do.
for what you get out of that trip as compared to the risk, I don't freaking know, man.
I'm good.
Not worth it.
I'm good.
If they
Northern
want to kill
Sounds.
each other and shoot each other all day, every day over there, they can have it.
Yeah. Hey,
I like
Northern
waking up
Sounds. All I
this
can say
morning
is
knowing that I got to go and deal
row.
with people all day.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
want this to sound the wrong way, but if I go there and you can see me, I'm going to stand out. You know what I mean? I'm
Like a
not an
sore thumb.
interpreter. I'm not like, wait a minute, he's an interpreter. He knows, no, hell no. I know, leave me the hell alone and I'm out of here, man. I just want to see the pyramids, man. That's all. But
Like I heard this phrase years ago. The nail that sticks out the furthest, the one that gets hit.
there you go. You
And
see?
Usually the one I hit first.
I
Usually
mean,
the one
maybe
I
it's,
hit is the nail that sticks up the furthest.
I bet you if I went over there with a British accent, they would maybe think I was an interpreter or something, eh? Nope, he's just a dumbass from Virginia.
I don't
They
even like
figured
going
it
in the
out.
town anymore. I don't like peopling.
What's that?
Eddie at Jack,
I said I don't
thanks
even
for
like going
coming.
into the next town anymore. I don't like peopling. There's just too many people.
Peopling.
I know, I'm the
That's an
same way. I go
adjective.
home,
That's an adjective I've never heard before. Peopling, or is that a verb?
peopling.
I
I don't
like it
know.
there. I do like it.
But I like it. I don't like peopling anymore.
I
I'm the
don't.
same way. When I go home, my
we
wife's
don't like
always
people
wanting to
in
go
either.
somewhere. I'm like, nah, I don't want to go anywhere.
Your episode
If I do, I want to get in my kayak, go out on the water, go do some fishing, be left the
Yeah.
hell alone.
That's
And
anti
Eddie at
people.
Jack,
And I just cannot wait to get back in the country. I'm like, ooh, I just can't stand all these people. I just want to go
There
back
you
home.
go.
And
Get in your
Yeah.
Shelly and
kayak
I,
and
we'd be on the phone with each other in a day while I'm driving and he's driving. You don't understand the idiocy that we see every 10
Oh, I
feet.
bet.
Oh my God. And it's like this. Driving down the road, people are like this driving. It's like, put the
Oh, yeah.
phone on, dude.
oh, I know. Everybody's on their phone. Everybody's on their phone
Yep.
all the
or they
time.
have
It
their
scares
knee
the
on,
shit out
or
of
they got
me.
their knee on the steering wheel and they're doing this.
And the
And
cars all
Eddie
over
at
the
Jack,
place.
hang on a second. Eddie at Jack, if you will notice, you will scroll through the chat. You'll notice nobody has a wrench on my channel anymore. I had an issue a while back, and so I just took everybody's wrenches away. And it's nothing personal. It wasn't
I never had
personal
a wrench
towards
to begin
anybody.
with.
Everybody keeps giving me wrenches like I'm going to do something with it. Half the time, if I do listen in, I'm not watching this live stream, I'm listening. And I imagine some people probably get mad because they say hi to me directly and I don't directly respond. I'll come in because I've got, certain key letters I hit will pop up and
Oh,
um,
I was just
I could
remembering
just tap the
something.
word and send it.
The first time he came here, he's like, "Yeah, I had a load of drop off in Leominster." I was just
Hi.
thinking of that day.
Oh my gosh.
I
I think I
just
remember
thinking,
this.
it was just in my mind. I was just thinking of that. Remember time that you were sitting right here? He's like, "Yeah, I had to do a load up to Leominster," and Lee's sitting on the couch. He's like, "Leominster, where the hell is that?" And I'm like, "Leominster." He's like, "Oh."
I think I remember hearing you guys tease him about stuff like that.
Setting. It's okay, brothers. It happens.
Shut up, you freaking meathead.
That's all right. You come to Florida and try to pronounce some of these names. Alachua, Okeechobee,
Alachululu.
Kissimmee. I know.
Yeah.
I go. I have
If I
to
go down to
correct
Florida,
people.
first thing I'm going to say is, "Where's Lake Okeechobee?" That's the only place I know of.
Florida.
Oh, there's so many different,
I've
and
been
people
right
pronounce
by
them
it.
so bad. They just
You
butcher
ever
the
been
name.
through the Great Dismal Swamp? We had that here in Virginia.
Oh yeah, we've got surrounded by swamp. Are you kidding?
No, but it's
Swamp.
called the Great Dismal Swamp. It's like,
Oh yeah.
I don't think I want to go there, man. Donkey knows where it is.
Where's that?
It's like if you're going from Virginia south into North Carolina, like towards the Outer Banks, and you go right through the Great Dismal Swamp. Yeah.
Northern Sounds?
No, if you're leaving Virginia going south into North Carolina, and you're kind of on the eastern part of Virginia, you go right through the Great Dismal Swamp.
Oh yeah, I've been by there.
You know where I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
there's a town called Great Bridge. There's Elizabeth City, all those, but you don't even notice it when you're on the road. But it's called the Great Dismal Swamp.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't mean to
It's
bore
right there on the
everything.
coast. It's right there on the coastline, isn't it?
Yeah, it's over on the eastern side. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I know where you're talking about.
Lake Drummond. Yep.
Yeah, over by Fort Drummond.
Yes. Yes.
Like a old Civil War or
Yeah, yeah. And they
something fort.
actually cut like boating channels down through there during the Revolutionary War. George Washington was doing that shit. You know, cutting
Okay.
canals and stuff down through there. Yeah. I know. Well, this chat got really boring and it's all my fault and I apologize. I'm sorry. Change the subject. Somebody, the guy with the green shirt, say something.
Hi.
Yeah. Yeah, and
No, I just got a
it wasn't
notification.
personal, so
Metal Complex is doing a giveaway.
who what, huh?
Metal Complex, he does knife giveaways and like he's one of those knife or blades guy on YouTube.
Okay.
He does a lot of giveaways and he gets like one of a kind off brand knives from like different corporations where they'll just send him a knife, say, hey, give us a review on this knife and do a giveaway, keep it, do whatever you want with it. And he's doing a quadruple giveaway tonight, so
Oh,
I
cool.
didn't even know.
You
I
want to
just
jump down and go check?
no,
Go
I'm
see
not
if you
gonna
can
win this.
win?
There's over 1,000 people in chat right now trying to just dropping their names in.
Ha
I got plenty of knives up here, anyways.
Yeah, 1,000 people.
ha.
Your chances are slim.
Right. And if a
One in
knife will cut
1,000.
you, you know, a pretty good knife is one that'll actually cut you. So who gives a damn? I got plenty of that shit around here.
This
Oh, I
is one of
know.
my favorite knives.
Butter knife.
No, it's not a butter knife.
Butter knife hurts like shit if you get stabbed with one. I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, don't
Oh,
ask.
I've never been stabbed with one, but I can imagine. But see, this is why I like it. When your blade gets dull, you take it off,
Ooh,
you throw it away, and you slap a new blade on there.
I
Oh, where'd
like
you get
it.
that?
Oh, I like that. No
And they make,
sharpening needed.
yeah, you never have to sharpen it. And I'm here to tell you, um, we use these for butchering, and they are scalpel sharp.
Where'd you get that at?
This one I actually got at Walmart.
Hmm.
But you can find them at they're made by Outdoor Edge, and this one's the Razor, is what they call it. But they
I was
actually
gonna
make
say,
one
so it's
that,
probably really sharp, like an X-Acto knife or something, right?
yeah,
Right?
it's literally it's up there with a scalpel, X-Acto knife.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah. So, but um, let me see. Let me see what I got. Nope, that's the ones that came with it. Where's my other ones? I know I have others. Where are they?
So I'm
Damn it,
sure
you
they
can't
sell
never
the
find
knife and
anything.
the refills right there next to each other, right?
Oh yeah, you can find them at Walmart is carrying them. I think Walmart still carries them.
Walmart's around
But
here
you
don't
can
have that.
okay. You can find them at Bass Pro Shop, Sportsman's Warehouse.
Well, like a Dick's Sporting Goods and
Dick's
Cabela's,
might have
Bass
it.
Pro.
Yeah. All right. Where the hell? You know what? I know where.
Anywhere that sells shit like that.
Outdoor stuff.
Right. What's the one we have here? We've got one big one here. Shit.
I think Rural King sells them.
We don't
I don't
have
think
that
Tractor
here.
Supply has them. Okay. Oh, let me see here. Shit. I got too
We
much
have
crap
one
in this
here.
truck.
It's not Bass Pro Shops, but it's like Bass Pro Shops. You show up and it's this my God, gigantic building with John boats out front and
Bass
Sea-Doos,
Pro
and
Shop.
it ain't Bass Pro Shop though. It's something else. I forget what they call it.
Gander
Okay.
Mountain or something like that.
Yeah, Gander Mountain. That's what it is.
Oh, they got some
Okay.
good stuff in there.
Yeah, you go in there,
I
they've got like a
love
giant
Cabela's.
aquarium with bass swimming around in there and shit, man. It's like,
Yeah, Cabela's was like that too.
What?
yeah, we got a Cabela's. We have one of them too. I'm overwhelmed when I
Those
go in
stores.
there, man. It's like, fuck, I want to kill and shoot and fish everything. Then they've
I
got
know.
a wall that you can climb up, which I'll never do because that'll be the end of me. Like a cliff thing.
Yeah, rock
Oh, that
climbing
sounds like
exercise.
Yeah. Sorry. My son got like to the third rock and fell off embarrassingly, and we all had to go. Come on,
Let
son.
me
You're not safe
see.
for this. Go back to playing guitar.
Steady, what are you doing? Trying to find your dignity?
No, I gave up on that shit years ago. Who needs dignity? Dignity's overrated. No, I've got another one of those knives. It's a larger one. They make it in a fixed blade as well.
Good thing you're not getting mugged right now because you'd be fumbling around trying to find that thing.
Oh my.
Oh
Hold on
no,
a
if I was
second,
getting
mugger. Let me find this knife.
no, if I was getting mugged, I wouldn't be going looking for this knife. I've got one in each pocket. Got one sitting right there on my bunk. I've got two machetes right there behind my seat, plus a karambit on the back of my seat. Three hatchets in here.
Let me get on the phone with the mugger that's behind you. I'll tell him exactly where everything is. He's got three machetes
He
behind the
still
seat.
wouldn't survive. Where the hell did I put that son of a bitch?
my brother just gave me two knives too.
It's probably in the knife drawer.
No, I don't use a knife drawer. Okay, here's one of the blade boxes I have that you can.
Oh. Yeah, the replacements. The spares.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Sharpest.
okay. This one's got it also comes with a gut hook. You can get gut hooks for it.
Ooh, that sounds
Dude,
really
just started working his face on that one.
God. The gut hook killer.
I'm gonna gut you, boy.
But there's also another one that's called they call it a fillet boning knife. It's a 5-inch blade.
Pardon me, do you have a gut hook? A gut
Yes, I
pull.
got a few of them. I've got shit all over this truck that
That's pretty
I
cool.
got to go looking for stuff again.
So they're sharp like box cutters or whatever though. They're really right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that one's considered the utility, as you can
That's
see
the
by
one
the
I
tip.
like.
And
All
then
purpose.
yeah, so you got the utility, and you've got this one, which is the 3-inch, which is your drop point. So it's like a regular pocket knife. And then, like I said, you can get another one that is a 5-inch fillet boning knife, like for
Debone.
butchering. You can get the gut hook, and they make a 3.5-inch drop point. So
Oh,
this one is this is the 3-inch model. They make another one's a little bit bigger that takes a 3.5-inch blade.
wow. I must have one.
Yeah, they're only like 20, 25 bucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Unless
Or two.
unless you go and unless you get the fixed blade one, which is so instead of folding like this one, it's just a fixed blade.
Right.
And you can trade out the blades.
Like a
And
buck
it's got a
knife.
sheath. Yeah. Like a buck knife where you just put a brand new edge in it.
Cool. I like it. I'm gonna go to Walmart tomorrow.
Yeah, Walmart. You can get them on Amazon too, I think it is.
That's even better.
Outdoor edge.
Oh no. This guy's coming back in the room with a machete or something. What you got?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, Chris.
Wow, that's big.
That's like cannibal
That's what
holocaust.
that's what she said.
That's
That
cannibal
makes
holocaust
any
right there.
sense.
That's what you go in a canoe down the Amazon and you meet this tribe and they all have these things. And the next thing you know, you're in a big pot of stew.
Ew.
Oh, I know, but it's true.
Oh, come on. Come here.
Ooh,
Come here.
that one's for the filet debone.
That edging there.
Hey, it's cool because it's got
Oh,
the
God.
it's got
Now we're
like a
comparing
ratchet on. I
sides.
mean, not a ratchet, but you can
Mercy.
do. No, I like
I
the
got the
one that had
same one.
the holes in it. You could do like 10 millimeter or 5 millimeter, like
Why does
uh.
Chris's look bigger?
Huh,
I don't know why the hell Chris's looks bigger, but they're the same.
whoa, it does look bigger.
Probably because Chris isn't on a phone. He's on a like professional streaming setup.
He's on a knife camera.
I don't know, Steady. Yours looks little.
He's on a professional knife camera. Makes it look bigger. Man,
It's just my professional opinion.
I ain't gonna piss off either one of y'all. I'll be deboned and freaking. There ain't a lot of meat to go around though. I'm sorry, man. It's kind of like worthless.
Well, this one here.
We can make a
Now
bone
this
broth out
one,
of you.
this one is my baby. This is my pride and joy.
Are you allowed to carry all that shit in your truck?
I don't know. Didn't ask.
That's the best answer in the world, man. I don't give a shit.
Now we have witnesses. It's proof right here on YouTube.
Nah, I'll tell him he
Well,
ain't got shit.
but
He
this
ain't got.
this
He
one
ain't
is my
got.
buck.
Youch.
This one was $175.
Damn.
This is my most expensive. This is my priciest one.
All right, what do we got here? Chris is showing off
That's a K
something else.
bar.
Oh, I got one of them. I got one of them. I'll show you too.
My wife and my kids got me this one for Christmas. I love it. That's one of my favorites too. What the hell else is down
I just
here?
love how K-Bar is just sharp.
Oh, I thought you said gay bar.
No, it's K-Bar.
I really did. It sounded like gay bar. I thought somebody was making a joke.
What's that?
No. It's a K bar. K as in kilo.
Oh, I got two of them.
It's the Marine Corps battle knife.
Uh-huh.
This is a World War II fighter pilot's knife. My dad used to fly P-47 Thunderbolts, and this was his knife in case he got shot down. Yeah,
That
it's a real.
is
That is really cool.
No, that's the real
fact
deal
that you're-
with it. You got the stone in here, the whole thing.
That's
But
nice.
my favorite. I mean, this is kind of cool to keep around and
CGI.
everything.
Oh, for sure.
My favorite
Shut
though,
up,
as
Annie
far as
Jack. Go
hand-to-hand
ahead, bud.
combat, is ye old nail puller. No, you get it, don't you? The nail puller.
A hammer.
Because you get your hand in here, nobody's going to get it away from you because it's locked in. Okay. And if you're feeling nice, you hit them this away. If you're feeling nasty, you hit them this away. And I mean, it's just like it's only that long, you know. Plenty of knives I think I could knock out of somebody's hand with ye old nail puller. And there used to be a guy I used to hate named Craig, and so I put his name on it because I was going to knock his brains out with this freaking thing. And now we're friends, so it's okay.
Hey, Yorga.
Yeah.
I'll
Ooh, that's like some Viking shit, man.
I'll go against your nail puller.
Hold on now. Hold on now. Hold on now. I got one. I've got an actual pipe tomahawk from Pontiac's War of 1760.
Wow.
Oh,
Like a reproduction or an
no,
actual
that's the
authentic arrow?
actual. Can you see it? Because I can't see it.
Oh
From what
wow!
I understand, it's the real thing.
Oh
It's
wow!
hanging on. It's mounted on my wall. I have smoked
Okay.
pot out of it before,
Wow, that doesn't surprise me at all.
and that right there is a Remington that was my great 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 grandfather's in the Civil War, and
Oh
that
wow!
Oh my
and
God.
that
What?
is a fake blunderbuss. That's actually a fake. That one is, but it's still cool.
Okay,
But yeah,
so that's okay.
this
But
one's
that's the
real.
real deal right there.
Yeah, it is, and it's not a
Okay.
Colt. It's not a Colt. It's a Remington. Yeah,
Yeah, Remington made them, Colt made them, Smith and Wesson made them.
yeah,
A lot of people don't know Remington was making arms back then. So was Smith and Wesson,
they were.
Colt, Beretta. If I'm not mistaken, Beretta is one of the oldest firearms manufacturers in the world.
I didn't know that. I have looked up research on that pistol, and it was from. My name is Gary, and you already know that, but that was my mother's maiden name, and it says
Actually, I
on that.
didn't know your real name.
Well,
I
I
only
don't,
knew you as
but it
Yorga.
says on that plaque that it was from so and so Gary down to Gary down to Gary down to Gary down to me, which is
Okay.
I've had that since the '60s. I've even had the holster for that. But I looked it
So
up,
when you
and
pass away, it goes to your daughter.
yes, but
And then when she has, okay, awesome.
yeah, but I looked it up, and they made a. Everybody thinks that they were all Colts, but that was a Remington, and there was the Remington they came out with, and then they came up with a new Remington. It was literally called the new Remington, which was better. It worked better and everything like it. That's the old one, which
Yeah.
there's not so many around, so it's super rare. Um,
Is
I don't know what to do with it.
that the
Except
Remington Army Edition?
yes, yes, but it's the old one, the
Yeah,
Remington
it's the
Army
original.
Edition. It's the old one, not the new one. And they made way
Yeah,
more of
pretty
the
much
new
the
ones.
first series.
Yeah, it was. And supposedly the new ones worked better and everything. This one had some problems or whatever, but just makes it rare. So,
Yeah.
and it killed people. I've got weapons in the
41
house that
caliber or
actually
44
killed
caliber?
people, man. I'm like, what fuck, man? It's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, you're talking, that's from the Civil War, isn't it?
Yeah. He
Yeah,
fought
because
in
that's when the first repeating arms really started coming out.
he fought in Cold Harbor, some of those other places around here in Virginia. One of my relatives was killed in Northern Virginia. If I said the name of the town, you'd know. But anyway, yeah, we're loaded with that shit around here, man.
Yeah. Annie Jack, yes, that is a sign.
What's that?
I was talking to Annie Jack in the chat.
Oh,
This
I'm
is the
sorry.
other one I have. The mate to the one I showed you.
I like that one. It's like a pickaxe, kind of, sort of.
Yeah. And this is called the Woods Kangi. Kangee.
And all this shit's in your truck.
No. No.
Oh,
Not
okay.
in
I'm
my
sorry.
truck.
I thought you were sitting up in.
I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I'm
sorry.
in my girlfriend's RV.
I get it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yes, this is all in my truck.
Steady,
Yeah.
show the one you got me.
I mean, I'm just sorry. I'd really said something wrong just now. I didn't mean.
Oh, I'm
to.
sorry, Chris. I sold that for a chocolate milkshake yesterday.
Right. I lost
right.
it in a bowling accident.
No, Cricket makes some nice cutlery. Cricket
Yeah.
Corporation, they make some good blades.
I like that one you just showed me. That's cool.
Cricket made
That
that.
one.
It looks like it's got a good feel to it, man. Hey,
Oh, this one.
Here's something about a tomahawk or something like that. Yeah, just like that. It ain't for cutting wood, man. It's for one thing. You know what I mean?
This
It
one's
ain't for
got a
cutting
nasty.
wood.
Yeah, this one's got a nasty edge on it. The other one, this one, when I got this one with the hammer end, I actually had to have my wife sit down for hours and hone the blade because it literally felt like it was rolled. Hey, Mama Bear Strong.
Like rolled over.
Mama Bear.
Like
The
like
edge was rolled. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah, like there was
Yeah.
no sharp edge on it whatsoever.
Yeah, you gotta work on that.
Hey,
And then you
Mama
can
Bear.
take a leather strop. You know, get a lot of that freaking what do they call it?
Yeah.
The piece that's rolled over is a name for it. Crap. Been so long. You know what I mean?
I don't know, but I know it did not come with a good, decent edge.
Right.
Now this is the one I got for Chris.
It's got some weight relief to it because it's got the holes in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but this one just had a really good look to it. I like the tone of the metal.
Yeah.
It's got
Looks
that
cool.
that stone washed.
It's the
It's
Then it's
actually
burr.
a
got a
cool,
black
very
It's
cool
the
polymer
looking.
handle.
the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to break you up, but the thing that curls over on an edge is called the burr.
The
That's what you
burr.
need to get off
Well,
with the
this
leather
wasn't a
strop or whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, this wasn't a burr. This was no edge.
Oh,
This
none.
the edge was rounded over like this handle.
It's like a butter knife.
Butter knife would have cut more than that thing would have. But yeah,
You
I
know what I'm
picked this
saying
up
though?
for
You
Chris.
could sharpen up one side so much you get a burr going, and then you have to take
Oh
the burr.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's what you use your leather strapping for.
there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
Mama Bear, you're welcome to come up here if you'd like to.
Mama Bear, you guys' house is looking real good. Coming along. I can't wait to get up here, man.
My friend Lauren that I used to work with, she's at the Jeff Dunham show out there at the Health Center.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, her friend that she used to work with is watching Jeff Dunham live with Peanut.
Ah!
He's my absolute favorite. So bad I want a t-shirt with Peanut on it.
Steading.
I remember watching Peanut when I was a kid. He's been around that long. I was like 12, 13.
Freaking
Steading.
love it.
Wherever you're out on your adventures and you go into these stores, if you happen to find a Peanut stuffy or
Oh,
a doll like Peanut, grab it for Lee.
I will pay for it because I want a t-shirt, honestly.
She's always, ever since I started watching Jeff Dunham and how much she loves Peanut, she had a Peanut keychain
It was a talking head Peanut.
and
keychain.
wore it
Oh,
out.
God.
I mean, wore it right
I
out.
wore it out.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
Mama Bear, no problem.
Hey, Mama Bear.
She's in bed. You're welcome. I can't wait to guys see the inside of the house when everything's complete.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, honey.
She do videos on it or something?
No, she posts pictures on Facebook of it on the outside.
Oh, I see how it is. She don't even be my friend on Facebook. I see.
Does she know your
All right.
real name?
She has my damn phone number. She could call me and say, "Hey, stupid, what's your name on Facebook? Give me your Facebooky hooky uppy."
The last time we heard that phrase, "Hey, stupid," we're at a
Oh God.
at our friend's house that day. We lived in Palmer, trying to get her husband's attention, and she's like, "Hey, stupid," and he turns around.
I
Why?
responded right away too. It was so funny.
I have to try, Mama Bear.
How would you guys choose a weapon in an emergency? Laugh out loud. Shall I use a Remington? Nah, too valuable. Don't want to blunt my best machete. I guess there's a submachine gun. Laugh out loud.
Grab the closest thing that there is. If somebody's trying to break in my house, I'm going to grab the closest thing there is.
Well,
That's
where
right.
I normally sit over on the other side of that pile of water, I'm launching a chair at him.
I got this one too.
Yeah, just grab the closest thing there is. And I put things in that. There's things in the kitchen. There's things in my spare room. There's things that I could just open a drawer and there
Hey,
you
is that
go.
a push button?
I had a friend of mine, a really close friend, real quick, that uh, musician. Uh, him and his wife, and they had two small girls. New Year's Day, 2006. I don't want to get too heavy on this, but they were going to have people over for New Year's Day, and the only thing they did was left their door cracked open. And some people came in their house because the door was open, took them downstairs to the basement, slit all their throats, killed them,
Oh
walked out of the
man.
house with maybe $300 worth of shit. We're talking about like CD players and shit. Okay. These guys went on a murdering spree. They came down from Philadelphia, and they killed a bunch of other families and stuff, you know. And my point is, my friends, the only thing they did wrong, and I knew this guy. Only thing he did wrong was leave his door open and left it cracked because they were expecting people to come over. The only thing he did wrong. So I lock my doors,
Yeah.
and I'm always every drawer. I can just open a drawer and go, don't, you know, like James Bond or, you know, whatever. I'm never want to be caught with my pants down like that, you know. And you lose, you know, little children and shit, man. Come on, man. You can look it up online. It's Brian Harvey was his name. It's you know, one of those true crime
That's a
things, you
shame.
know. Oh, it's a terrible shame for nothing. For nothing, man. They had
I
a
know.
girl working. It was two guys. They had a girl working with them, and she was all in on it. And they took her over to her parents' house and killed her and her parents too. You know, I mean, these guys just didn't give a shit about it. Not one guy has been executed, and the other one is in for life for forever. So, yeah, Brian Harvey. You can look up the Harvey family murders or whatever on Google. You can see it, man. I knew that
I
guy.
want. I want to say I've heard of that. I've
Yeah,
heard the story of it.
he was a nice
I
guy. I
listened
did
to.
true crime stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's on there. It's one of the biggies. Yeah, he was a nice guy.
I listened to. He's a YouTuber. He does a podcast as well. His name's Mr. Ballin.
Mr. Ballin. I
Um.
listen to him all the time. He's great.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
does the true
former
stories and stuff.
Navy
Former
SEAL.
Navy
Yeah.
SEAL. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. That's the same one.
Yeah, I like him.
And
Yeah.
yeah, my wife and my kids listened to him, and then they told me about him. And I'll actually put his shit on and pipe it through the stereo, drive down the road listening to it.
Yeah.
Jack, yes, you can find me on Facebook under Stupid Donkey, Jackass Donkey, many of those. Just you should type it in and look it up. Send me a friend request.
There you
No,
go.
actually, none of my YouTube shit is linked to my Facebook shit. Um, Lee Lazarick has me on Facebook. I mean Facebook.
Because I'm privileged to know your name.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Moonlight knows my name. She never
Yeah.
calls me by my actual name. It's usually, hey, asshole. No, actually, she doesn't talk to me like that.
I
She's a
never say
sweetheart.
that.
I
don't
know. I
think of
just
you as
said that.
name now. I think of you as Stedding. That's how I think of you.
I know. That's like, even though I know Moonlight's real first name, when I call her on the phone, I will say hi and her name, and she'll just, hey, Stedding. Like,
Yeah,
for God's sakes, I told you my real fucking name. Can we use that?
I do
I
that.
don't want to be Stedding today.
I do that with Moonlight and Firefly too. I know their real names, but I just call them by their YouTube name.
Everybody knows me as Yorga. It's funny because none of my friends, my personal friends, which there aren't a lot of, that you know, I grew up with or whatever. They, if somebody called me Yorga, they'd have no idea, and they've got another nickname for me or two or three, you know, that aren't really my name. So it's weird. It's small
Oh, I've
group.
got.
People know me as Count Yorga. You know, I'm like, all right, cool. You know, whatever. But I'll talk to somebody on the phone. And they'll go, "Hey, Yorga." You know, that's where it gets weird when you're on the phone. You know,
Yeah.
I'm actually not Count Yorga. Although I wish
All
I
right,
was.
Mama Bear.
Sounds. Northern Sound's heading off the bed. It's 2:25 a.m. where he's at.
Oh my gosh, I'm ready for bed now. Actually, I'm gonna.
And kind of
Where
get
is
there.
Northern
night.
Sound's out of? Where is he from? England?
Britain.
Britain. Oh,
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean, you
England,
ask
it's
me,
Britain.
Britain, England. I think of it as all the same, but it is different. Do
It's
not
the
tell them Britain and
it's the
England and UK and all that is the same. They tend to get a
up.
little upset about it.
Right. I know they get pissed off about that shit.
I know. I think they're
What's up
still
with
mad
that?
because we kicked their ass and took this country away from them and refused to pay our tea tax.
And we still have tea.
All right, Tony and Katie. Good night, guys.
wow, 2:25 a.m. over there. Whoo.
Yeah.
Barely making
Oddly
it
enough,
3:30.
I
Yeah,
was
it
up.
is.
I was up till 2 o'clock this morning, hanging out with Ghost, Backwoods, and Virginia Roots on a
Oh,
live
God
Ghost
knows
hit.
what happened on that live stream.
Oh, we was all talking, and then we had some serious discussion about shit that's going on in the world today.
Oh, me and Lee have that every day.
Like the shit that's going on, like these balloons and crap coming through China, and
That's why we got that.
oh yeah,
They just got another one in.
There's another one over the
Canada.
Yukon.
Over
yeah.
in Montana now, and then there was just one over Canada they shot down.
Little
Yeah, that's
early.
the Yukon.
I think they're fucking
Yukon
with
is in
us, man.
Canada.
I think they're going.
They are.
We send another one. Shoot it down.
Clouds. Good night, England, Israel, Britain, which is in the
I
UK.
mean,
Got it, laugh out loud.
what about
Okay,
Google
so
Earth? What about Google Earth, man? I don't need a balloon to see what's in China, man. You know what I mean? So I really think they're just fucking with us like big time. Like, I will just send another one.
What they're doing is they're trying to see how far they can push us until
I
they
think
have
it's a
to
joke.
really do something devastating.
I swear,
Yeah.
I think it's a joke. I think they're joking with us, man. I really do.
well, me and Moonlight were talking earlier, and I'm wondering. She brought up a good theory on it. What if it's a matter of they're testing our response times? Like, how long
That's it.
before their shit gets into our airspace before we'll put a plane up there
I mean,
You
and
just-
shoot
that
it
could be
down?
You just
that
said it.
could be part of it, but man, with the technology we have, as soon as they launch something, if we wanted to, we could pow at like 8,000 feet, take it down over their airspace if we wanted to.
They are.
Oh yeah,
This is a cat and mouse game, and and I think it's kind of a joke. I really do. Think about this. In 1957, Russia sent out the first satellite that went around the world, and all it did was beep. It was Sputnik. And we could hear that beep in 1957, and it freaked everybody out. Now these freaking cocksuckers are throwing balloons over freaking the United States. You know what I mean? And this is, what is it, like over 60 years later? And
yeah.
come on, man, a balloon? Get the hell out
Yeah.
of here!
You got all those satellites up there, and you're gonna send a damn balloon. That's
And you
why
better believe,
I'll get to
and you
that in
better
a
believe.
second. Hold,
I'm sorry, real quick. The balloon is talking to a satellite. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
It's
oh
not
yeah.
just like it's this autonomous balloon that's just kind of chilling up here. It's talking to different Chinese satellites and it's giving away all kinds of stuff. But again, everything, the entire Earth is scanned,
Yeah,
through Google Earth, whatever. I'm sorry, Stanley, you go ahead.
yeah. No, you're good. Andy Adjack, if you want to throw his link up there, you're welcome to. Also, if you would grab Moonlight Gypsies, throw hers up there, and anybody else that has a page that wants to get a little. I mean, we've only got like maybe 9 or 10 people watching, so anybody that maybe get a couple more subs. Mama Bear, did you find me?
Well, let me give you a like. Hold on. Forgot about it.
No, I think what's going to happen is these sightings and things they're shooting down is going to be the reason that some kind of war starts. That's what they're going to use as an excuse to go to war.
I don't think
I
so.
think so. I believe that too. I honestly believe it. I mean, China's been pushing with ever since Biden got in office. China has been pushing their luck with everything. And
They're
I'll be
not going to
honest,
start. They're not going to start a nuclear war over a balloon. I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you,
there's
these
only
people are
been
smarter than that. They're not going to do that.
there's only been one balloon that they can say. The rest they don't want to say what they are.
It
So
still don't matter. They're not going to start a nuclear war over a balloon. Trust me. This is like
well, we
poking.
don't.
It's
It
like
don't even
poking
have to
at
be nuclear though.
Don't have to
But
be
that's the thing.
nuclear.
It don't even have to be nuclear.
it
You
doesn't
know,
matter. It's
you
going
got
to
to
be
think.
the
China.
excuse that they're going to use. They're going to say we shot something of theirs down without provocation, and we're gonna just come at you.
Yeah.
But they've
And
also said China made a official statement on the one that we shot down off of South Carolina that it was just a civilian balloon and it was just looking for weather stuff. We've got all that wreckage that was supposedly as big as 3 city buses that
all right, it was as
we'll be
big as a
able to
bus or
know.
two. Yeah.
But that's the thing too, though, man. If they're going to fly it all the way over here and they're going to expect us to shoot it down, they're going to expect us to find what's in it. I mean, it's the whole thing is like a
But
shell
here's the
game. I
thing.
mean, I really think it's like a poker game.
Here's two things you got to look at though. First of all, China is a communist country. Okay. Under
Mm.
communism, there is no such thing as a private citizenship.
Right,
Private citizens don't own shit in China.
right.
China, the government owns everything. Second of all, why did you not contact the United States? Say, hey, we've got a weather balloon. It's off track. It's about to enter your airspace. Can we figure out a way to get this back? Can you guys work with us
Exactly.
on this? Can you help us?
Yep.
There was no call made. There was no notification. If
Yeah.
they did, our government didn't tell us anything about it. They didn't say, hey, y'all are going to see a big ass white balloon in the sky. It's a Chinese balloon. It's a weather balloon. They've already called us before it even got here. So, and if it was a Chinese balloon, they could have requested to go into other countries' airspace, say, hey, we've got a balloon that is going off course. We can't get it back. We've gotten our information from it for the weathering we need. Can you please drop it? We don't want to cause an international incident or anything. Can we come and get it, or will you blow it out of the sky for us?
Yep.
Because they already got the information they wanted out of it.
Yep.
But the last two that they shot out of the sky
They're not
over
saying-
Alaska and Canada, they said it was an object. They know exactly what it is because
Yeah.
NORAD picked it up on the radar. If NORAD can pick it up on the radar and all of a sudden have a response time with an F-22 Raptor being sent out of freaking Alaska's Air Force Base to go shoot it down, they're saying we don't know what the object
They
was.
do. They're just not. And the thing is,
Oh,
if you watch that movie 2012, and it specifically they said in the movie, the government people said we don't want to alarm and we don't want to tell the people what's going on. We don't want them to know what's going on.
Well, that's what I was setting earlier. I was wondering if this has been happening all along and we haven't, seen it. And now all of a sudden they're shooting everything down just to make it look good, like, oh, see, we're on top of it. Don't worry. We're doing it. We're shooting them down now.
NORAD. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but NORAD can track a pencil spinning through space thousands of miles up. Okay.
Yeah.
So this whole thing of, well, this balloon that came out of nowhere. We don't know. Man, that's a load of bullshit. We know everything that goes and comes, and maybe we don't know exactly what it is, but we know.
NORAD. I watched a special on this, Yorga. NORAD can actually track every satellite in the sky that's in outer space. Our satellites, Russia's satellites, China's, North Korea, South Korea, Japan. Doesn't matter who owns the satellite. We know.
They could track everything. I mean, everything.
And that's
And there's
exactly
tons of
what
shit
they're
up there.
doing.
There's so much shit up there that if you try to fly a rocket up in outer space, you're liable to hit something.
They're just
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to let the public know because they want to get themselves all in their mountain bunkers and everything before they let anybody else know.
Yeah, before widespread panic happens, and the highways are all backed up. Nobody can get out to get where they're going because the government's going to want the roadways to do their traveling before all hell breaks loose.
Mama Bear's right. It's like a
Yeah.
magician. Look at this hand. Don't worry about this hand over here. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
balloons in 2023. Get the hell out of here, man.
Hey, you go to
Balloons?
Disney World and Mickey Mouse knows where you're at the whole time. It's like
Thank you. Right.
they track you the whole time you're in Disney World.
I mean, I'm just a freaking
Every step.
dude. You know, I'm just a regular old American dude, and I can figure that shit out. It's like balloons. What? Hold on a minute.
Georgia. But here's
Yeah.
the thing. People like us right here on the panel and chat, me and my wife, people who prepare for this shit, that's expecting something and know exactly what's going on, even though the government's not telling us and the press secretary can't freaking give a direct answer on what's actually going on. Us people here in the YouTube community will know and see what's going on. Everybody else is blinded. They're not going to know until last minute. Where
You don't think the government has people sitting behind computer screens right now scrolling through the hundreds of thousands of YouTube channels like us right here talking about it?
I bet I got an FBI agent who's an alcoholic, drug, pill popping
They
junkie
know
right
all-
now watching me.
They know what
Who
people
wants your knives?
what's going on.
Yep.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have been shutting and banning people's account on Twitter.
Yeah.
To shut down
They're taking notes of what we're saying right now. I mean, I don't want to sound pompous, but I mean, shit, the world's crazy now, man.
I told Chris that the other day when I was saying, you don't think that there's not, when Alaska Prepper gets on there and talks about all this stuff and pinball and Spectrum and all these channels, that they don't know what's being put out there on YouTube? They have people that are designated behind desks scrolling through thousands of footage of this.
You know what? That's fine. They can sit in there. They can put their thumb in their ass and keep watching.
It's a little bit scary. I mean, you know, and the whole thing again, you know, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but the whole thing going back to a balloon. Oh, and they said, and I don't know much about it. Of course, we all know about the one that went all the way across the United States and then they shot it down. You know, it got all this information. The last one I heard, it was over Alaska or something. They said it had maneuverability. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't just in the what you call it, the jet stream or whatever. It said it was kind of moving on its own, doing whatever the hell it wanted. So it is classified as a UFO. That don't mean it's from Pluto or anything, you know.
They're talking about it could be Russian and China working with each other and sending these things up.
Yep.
I don't know. I think they hate each other, man. I think that's one thing we got in the pocket. I'm pretty sure they hate each other.
How many of them are together? How many of these countries?
But I mean,
Yeah.
when Lee and I were talking about this yesterday about that supposedly a drone that was the same size as a car.
Yeah, I heard that.
And it was at 40,000 feet. The only other drone that can fly 40,000 plus feet and can maintain speed and hover at that height is from China.
I don't think a regular helicopter can get that height and that speed. I don't think.
Most helicopters can't get up to 40,000 feet simply because the air is too thin to create
Density.
lift with the
Air density. Yep.
So
China
why
is
not
running out
send
of
them?
time. We only have this president for 2 more years probably, and they're probably buying their time and figuring we need to do something quick because he's not going to be here much longer. And then if another president comes in there, they may not have a chance.
I'm sorry to say this, Moonlight, but with absorbing all the information of what we've been hearing, what we've been seeing, what we've been watching on YouTube, and getting the actual facts of what's really going on, I don't think we're going to make it another 2 years.
I don't think so. I
Something
don't
big
think
is
we
gonna
are
pop
either.
off, and it's going to be epic.
Yeah, I don't
Hi,
think we
Julie.
have any 2 years left. I'm just saying I think that they are taking action now, and we're going to see some serious shit in the next 6 months.
I think they're fucking with us. I really do.
I
I
mean,
think they're fucking with us.
China's
I
already.
think there's a bunch of Chinese guys going, look, let's fly the other way over there, man.
but think about it. Think about it. Now, like Steady even said it before,
They're doing it to
that
show
he
so
that Moonlight said to him, they're probably testing out response time.
That too. Yep. Oh, of
Now,
course.
if you think about it, if you go back to when Trump was president and Hillary Clinton was going against him for the presidency, she made the biggest mistake anybody would ever do. She went on live television and says, "Oh, our nuclear fallout response time is 4 minutes." You don't say that stuff over the airwaves and TV for other
No,
countries to hear. Because they go,
no.
"Oh, 4 minutes? Well, you know what? I'm going
She
to
should have lied and said it was 4 seconds. She should have lied like hell. You know what I mean?
Well, it doesn't really matter because these other countries already know all this shit.
They already know all this shit.
See, here's the
And
thing:
now
we
they're
have
gonna
spy
say, "We're
satellites
gonna
up in
make it
they
space.
got
faster."
attention off of the submarines that they got. They got massive submarines, and no one's paying attention to that right now.
But the sad thing is
Because they're
that,
looking up in the sky.
but before that Russian submarine, they've been eyeballing that for months, and all of a sudden it disappeared. They did not know where it went to, and all of a sudden, when they found it, it was somewhere far away from Russia, waiting. They're planning. They're waiting.
Exactly.
They also know that we have one submarine that could take out all of Russia. And the other thing about Russia, Russia's a lot weaker than people think. They have one aircraft carrier and it ain't worth a shit. It is a gigantic problem that they've had for it's one of those ones that has the front end that goes, it has like a ramp so the plane goes like
Yep.
They know they don't have that kind of military.
That's why
They're
they're.
going to work with someone that does.
That's
they
why they work with
Russia
Which would be
someone
sucks.
with
China.
technology and capabilities like China. They
China
have,
does have a blue water navy now, you know, and
they have
that
a big army.
worries me. Oh God, they got an army. Hell yeah.
Either way, something's coming.
And they're not going to do a nuclear war because if they wanted to push for something major, they're going to want to come over here and take over, period, because they want our land because it's rich in soil and it has natural resources.
They do, but also here's something that screws with me is everything we buy, if you go to Big Lots or the Food Line or wherever, damn near everything comes from China.
Yeah.
Why would they shoot themselves in the foot when they have such an economical
Foothold.
yeah, here in America? You know, I mean they're laughing all the way to the bank. We buy everything we buy is from China, you know, so why attack the golden goose?
I don't know if you heard this a couple months ago, Steading, I guess it was about 3 months ago, but China had bought, I think 1,400 acres in Gulf Hammock, and which is in my county. And they bought it to put monkeys there that are being tested for viruses and all kinds of stuff.
Great.
And everybody, like all of us, were like signing petitions. We were writing DeSantis. I mean, this is like in my backyard. And we were freaking out because we have hurricanes and things like that. And these animals get loose. Like we've already had, you know, monkeys getting loose in Ocala. We've had all kinds of stuff that happen. And
Well, Florida's got that one.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Florida has that what?
Oh, we've already. I mean, we've got we've got shit. Give me a hot second here. We've got the Burmese pythons, African rock pythons, um, and the retics in the Florida Everglades.
And
You go down,
none of them are indigenous. They are all, what do you call them? Invasive species.
yeah, the
Correct?
invasive species
Yeah.
from the
Right.
pet trade. We've also got all those iguanas down there in the south.
Yeah, we've got the monkeys
And
that were got loose all in Ocala. They're in the trees. You can't even go down the river in a boat without those damn things in the trees. They friggin' freak me out.
and they're
Right.
infected with
AIDS.
oh no,
Monkeypox.
not AIDS. No, it's not
Herpes?
monkeypox either. Um,
The
it's
herpes
either
virus.
herpes or it's something like that. It's something that can be passed from them to us.
Right.
But they won't
Well,
let anybody
China
go in there and
wanted to
clean
do
them out
it.
either.
China wanted to open up a whole thing right here in the country where nobody was going to see them, and DeSantis shut it down. Thank God, because
Oh, good.
yeah,
Hey, you know what? I bet you haven't heard this. I'm from Virginia, and Ford was going to open up a plant here that was going to make batteries that was completely uh, sponsored by or financed by the Chinese government. And our governor, thank God, I can't even remember his damn name because I'm a little bit lit right now. But he said, no, we ain't doing it. And there's a lot of people that are pissed off because it's like a rural part of Virginia. They were going to get this, big plant going and everything by Ford, but no, it was completely Chinese. So yeah,
Beaver Valley's got a good
Youngkin,
point.
Governor Youngkin, yeah, he said, hell no, we ain't doing that shit. So he's got a lot of people pissed off, but he doesn't want that Chinese shit coming in here, man.
Bear Valley updates and more has a good point. Remember those mysterious seeds they were sending over here? I think
yeah.
they're doing that for when they invade, because that way
Ooh, I forgot about
they
that.
take over what they want and start their farming, because they did, however, purchase more than 250,000 acres of land, of farmland here in America.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
they've
come to
China's
America.
been
The
buying up
land is
farmland
business
next to
opportunity.
military bases.
It's going to be just like that movie Red Dawn, except the
Yep.
Russians flying in. It's going to be the friggin' Chinese coming in parachutes, taking over.
Or
Ain't gonna be good.
just like in the movie, the Russians didn't come in; they got by proxy. They got um the Spaniards to come in as you know what I mean, underneath the Cubans or whatever. That's what they did, and that's what would happen.
It was
I don't
Cuba.
think it'd be the
The very
Chinese.
first movie was Cuba. The
We
second
don't
movie
talk about
was North Korea.
They're
Okay,
already,
there you go. You know what I'm talking about.
They
They get
don't-
other countries by proxy to come in and do their damn dirty work.
but the thing
Hang on.
is, they've been planning this for years.
Mm-hmm.
They already have people
They
here.
had to have been to put what they're doing in motion now. They've had to have already been planning this. So they've got people here. They don't need to have people parachute down.
They got more
Gotcha.
than enough people over
You're
here
right.
in the country.
You are right. Who just said that?
They start something right off the bat, and all they got to do is fly in, land, and then just
The people they've
come in a
settled
giant
in here,
herd.
the people they've settled in here over the last few years, 10 years plus, they've already got them set and ready to go on these
Well,
neighborhoods. They've already-
Biden's been in their pocket and their little puppet since he was senator.
Yep.
So
They already have the people here. They've managed to live among us and act like us and get friendly with us in all these neighborhoods that they're living in all across the United States. So
The
when
little
the time
Chinatowns
comes,
in the major
they're going to
cities.
be sent to be.
I was just getting ready to say that, Chris.
Like I was
I was
telling
getting
Lou,
ready to
like,
say, look at how many major cities have a little China.
exactly. And nobody, no American will know what those people are housing in and out under those storefronts, those businesses that they have. It's, they can say, "Oh, they're just here to make a living."
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. I guarantee you go to one store, go down in the basement, and they're fully loaded with RPGs. You go down the street, you got all AK-47s and all the rounds for it. At another place, You don't think these people plan this? And they can bring this stuff in on a raft and bring it through customs.
To their stores, on their
Flash a little money to buy shit right through customs. They have the money. They can do it.
Why would they have to do all that?
Well, anything that's imported into the country has to go through customs.
No.
Yeah.
No. You're missing one. You're forgetting one little key thing.
What's that?
Who has immunity from customs? From anybody looking at their shit, they can walk right through it and look at them and say, "Fuck you! You can't touch my shit."
A diplomat.
Diplomatic immunity.
Yep.
And who owns the ports over in California? China.
China.
The trains. Why are they messing? Why are they starting to deal with trains and all that again? It could be brought in by trains.
Now it's all going together, like 2 + 2.
Hey, Cherokee.
Diplomat immunity. Who owns the ports over in California? China. So they can bring in anything they want in those containers, and nobody can bat an eye at it. Now what?
When you want to take somebody down, you spend the time to do it right, and you spend years and years and years and years, and then
Oh yeah, you're right about that. They have a 100-year plan, they have a 200-year plan, they have a 500-year plan, and they have a 1,000-year plan.
This whatever's coming now is just a little bit more, and then there'll be a big one and a big one and a bigger one until finally they're ready to do it all up.
And we get caught with our pants down, and there's a balloon over our freaking head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've got our government trying to disarm us.
They're trying to get in.
They've dumbed us down, these next generations.
Yep.
They're so ahead of us, but our
They've dumbed us.
children and our teenagers are so much further behind than them.
Oh yeah.
So our next future generation of professionals and workers and everything we're so far behind them.
Can I say something about
Jack.
Can I say something about what you just said right there? Real quick. I'll make it very quick.
You don't know the definition of quick, but go ahead.
I'm no, but okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm no
I'll
Billy
make this
Badass.
real quick, dude. I'm trying to go to bed, motherfucker. You want to shut up?
All
now?
right.
No, go ahead.
But you will get
ahead.
this. You will get this. Let me point to you. I'm no Billy Badass. I'm a small person. I got my ass beat more than I ever beat anybody's ass. But when I grew up, we had fist fights. We had bike wrecks. We had, every little piece of our flesh was scar tissue. And we grew up tough and we grew up hard. This generation that, I guess it was Moonlight. Oops.
Yep.
She was talking about the generation that's out there now. And I'm proud of my kids because they are tough. But man, it scares the shit out of me because you take somebody who's never been in a fist fight ever in their life and give them the power of decision, they're going to make the wrong decision. Because an ass whipping will teach you a lot. A bike wreck will teach you a lot about how life works. Huh?
A skin knee. You know how many times we just on those friggin' bicycles that would like tear up your ankles because they were like spiked.
But what were the lessons you learned from that, though? Is what I'm saying is these kids that are in control. Look at Booty Judge. Look at this fucking guy. He looks like he was born in Disneyland or something, and he's supposedly involved in or the leader of our freaking transportation. Get out of here, man! I could smack him down like a fly.
It's gonna happen sooner than expected.
Opened up the doors for them to do these things.
Exactly.
He made deals with China, and he opened up the doors to get these things started. And whatever they got to do before he gets done with his presidency.
And it all started with somebody in the China government looked at Biden and said, "Well, we need $1 billion. Can you help us? I need this guy fired out of your office." 6 hours later, that guy's fired. They got $1 billion.
That was in the Ukraine. That was in the Ukraine.
Because I know
that was in Ukraine. That was in Ukraine. But I bet you I bet you they've been working on Biden since the 70s.
Yeah.
I bet you they've been
All the
infiltrating that dumb bastard with his little white freaking mullet.
because
And
it takes years and years and years to get these things setting.
So you got
yeah,
70s and now 30, 40 years. I was born. Yeah.
And they only have this one shot because he's not going to get elected again
Nope.
unless they pull some strings like they did this last election. But they only have till he's done, and that's it to get their plan done.
And in the process, they're trying to push him out and get Kamala, Camel Toe Harris ready to take over.
It ain't gonna work.
And it's not going to happen because she don't have Pelosi there with her now. Pelosi was supposed to be.
That's the thing. Hold on. She doesn't need Pelosi. If they remove Biden, she automatically becomes president. As president, she gets to choose her VP.
That's true. Yes.
but she won't
gets
choose.
to-
She won't choose.
That
Somebody
means
else
Hillary
will choose
Clinton,
for her.
Michelle Obama.
It's gonna happen before he.
But nobody
no.
wants her.
Well-
She didn't even get 1% in the primaries, and when she was like trying to run, she didn't even. She's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
This
you're right.
backfired on them. This backfired. They thought she was going to be the one, and nobody took to her. Nobody likes her.
Or
So now they're sticking it out with Biden because nobody likes her. So now they don't know
Yeah.
what to do because their plan didn't work as far as putting her in place because everybody hates her.
And trust me,
or
if he goes away, she becomes president. Don't even fool yourself thinking that she's going to pick a vice president or she's going to pick anything. Somebody else is going to pick it for her, and she's going to stand there going,
to that, he's gonna finish his term, but she was probably put in there to make it look like she wasn't doing her job to get the attention off what they're doing behind the doors of Biden and all this China shit. Everybody's focusing on the bad job she's doing and not paying attention to what's really going on.
Well, Obama probably has a shadow government.
yes,
Yep.
Yes, because everything that started going on with
Yeah.
shutting down the pipeline, the Keystone Pipeline, and everything else that followed after that. Obama was trying to do that in the 8 years he was in office, and Congress kept shutting it down. All of a sudden, now Biden's in office, he's president. Now he's got everybody all on a hook.
This was all just stuff to keep our attention off of what they've been doing with this.
Well,
China
keep
shit.
in mind, when Obama was still president, he even said on national TV, somebody was interviewing him that he wished he could have a third term
Third.
Yep.
Mhm.
with someone else out front and him
Yep.
just sitting in his basement in his sweatpants and calling the shots.
And that's
He
exactly
did.
what's happening. That's
And
why
now-
Biden says, I don't know what I'm supposed to say now. What am I supposed to say now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be quiet.
Because they
Well,
know-
if you also pay attention, look at every time they show shit from the White House, any kind of like gatherings, Obama's ass is always there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Every time.
Yep. And everybody knows that you can't get what you want accomplished in just 8 years. You just can't.
Nope.
You're spending the first 4 fixing and changing things from the last president.
Yeah.
You know,
True.
And on top of that, our government's not designed for one man to have total power.
yeah.
That's why we have Congress, Senate, the People's House, and the Supreme Court.
Yeah. I've always said it. 8 years is not enough for a president to make a difference. Either way. Because you're fixing the mess the previous one, and you know every new president wants to change what the last one did.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
you're spending years changing what you want to change, and that means you only got 4 years to do anything else.
Precisely.
It's never been enough time. I've said that forever.
And yet he's the only president ever, not even 2 years into his presidency, managed to fuck up this much.
Oh, it's awful.
Everything.
Well, Obama told you. Obama said it flat out.
He did.
Never underestimate Biden's ability to screw things up.
Screw things up. That's
He
right. I
did.
remember that.
He did say that. Yeah, he did.
First week in office, 50-something executive orders signed. And that guy from the Dukes of Hazzard there, he even said it. He said it clearly in big words. Whoever signs that many executive orders is not a president. That's a dictator.
Yeah.
John,
He was
what's his
right because
name?
that
John
Schneider. Schneider.
John
Yeah, I like
Schneider,
that
yeah.
guy.
How
I
Hitler
like
was.
that guy.
Seeing all the videos on how Hitler was, same exact thing. When Hitler came in, he changed everything within a week, and it made it stick. And then
Well-
Biden comes in and did the same exact thing.
You also got to look at this. Joe Biden was elected in 1972.
Elected
Joe
to do what?
Joe Biden has been a senator,
50 years.
vice president, and now president for 50 years. He's been in office, half a century, and ain't never done shit for people.
Never did shit. Nothing.
Money for the other side. That's what he's been.
And he was actually a segregationist. He was actually, there's plenty of proof that he was kind of like anti-black, in his
Very.
early years. Yeah, very.
What happened in Oregon when they had all them riots out in Oregon? That was his state. That was his state. And he didn't do a freaking thing for the people. Who did? Trump. Trump made a phone call. All right, military, go in there and help us get the situation taken care
No,
of.
one just said I'm going way back to when he was a senator. He was anti, all that civil rights shit. He was.
He did not. When Biden was in the Senate, one thing Biden tried to do was stop the black kids from integrating into white schools.
Yeah,
He was
I
he
know.
was totally against that, 100%
Totally.
against it.
And he turned around and made
As a
Trump
matter of fact,
racist.
As a matter of fact, Kamala Harris brought that up during the
She did
during the
during the
campaigning.
debate. During the debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that was one. Here recently, if you heard the State of the Union, he went after the GOP and the Republicans, saying they wanted to get rid of Medicare and Social Security.
Oh God, he got his ass
Rick
handed to
Scott.
him on that one too.
Rick Scott introduced a plan, an 11-point plan, that any and all federal programs to have a sunset, so that after 5 years, they had to be reviewed and voted on to keep them. And he put it for all federal. Joe Biden, on 4 separate occasions, brought it up in the Senate to get rid of Social Security and Medicare, Medicaid, and many other federal programs. He wanted to get rid of them.
That was
So with that, that's what I keep trying to tell people. I'm like, why in the hell do people keep voting for fucking Democrats? They can't. It's like, you want something fucked up real good, vote for a Democrat.
As painful as it was, I sat through that entire State of the Union address, and man, he would say something stupid, and I couldn't believe that was a rowdy crowd out there that were. You never see that shit where people are, you're a liar. When I was
and it killed me because I was watching one of them where they were talking about how the Republicans were so disrespectful to the president. Democrats would never do that. They didn't do that. And I'm like, y'all bitches don't remember Nancy Pelosi tearing up the speech, standing behind fucking Trump? Yeah, fuck you bitches. Keep lying, goddammit.
They're the delusional Democrats.
We watched that one.
Yeah.
Pelosi was ripping
tore it up
behind her because she was getting
pissed. She tore it up.
Yeah.
I saw that shit too.
I think that vodka
this-
wasn't working for her that night.
And of course, then Biden's wife Jill got got all
Alice
riled up
Cooper.
because they weren't serving alcohol there.
Oh, really?
Alice Cooper in a Barney outfit. And on top of that, Joe Biden's wife straight up kissed Kamala Harris's husband on the lips. And that's on video.
Oh, I
missed
saw
that.
that. Oh, I saw
What?
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like straight up, like,
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a
they were
question.
like,
I got a
They were
question.
like,
I'm sure behind
Who
the
was that? Who was that dumb woman sitting on the first, not the first aisle, but on the lower level with that bright bumblebee looking freaking outfit on? I'm thinking you put that shit on just so you'd be on the news. Do you know what I'm talking about? Everybody looked pretty
I
normal.
didn't watch that shit.
Oh, okay,
I
all
don't
right.
like. I don't like watching fake ass people.
I
Man,
didn't
it was
watch it.
painful.
So-
Hey, look, it was painful. I watched the whole thing and I just sat here like, God, will
Hour
it
and
be over?
13-minute long speech.
I swear to God, y'all are going to think I'm a conspiracy theorist, and maybe I probably am. But
You
every
might be.
now and then, Joe would take his right finger, and he would go 1, 2, 3 on his cheek, and I think there was somebody who was hitting him with a like he had like a needle up his ass or something, where they could like give him a little boost or something because he wasn't coherent. But he was on. He didn't have that sleepy Joe. He started getting a little bit sleepy and he'd go. And all of a sudden he'd go, yeah, and he started yelling again and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think somebody was hitting him up with
Toss
something,
them up.
man.
Toss them up. We're losing them. We're losing them.
I mean, if China can fly a balloon over their fucking country, then we could shoot Joe Biden up the ass with some fucking meth or something. You know what I mean?
We was sitting here on the couch and I
Thank you,
was
Eddie
rolling
Jack.
cigarettes and she's like, "Oh, the State of the Union's coming on," and I'm like, if I wanted to listen to an old man babble that don't make sense, I'd go to a retirement home and listen to those people talk, knowing that they would make some sense.
To be
Right.
honest, the main reason I watched it was to wait for him to screw up and say something really dumb, which he
Hey,
did
Lisa Anderson, how are you?
several times, but it still was horrible. Lisa Anderson, baby.
Lisa.
Is it Lisa or Lessa?
Lisa,
All right, sorry. Lisa.
I don't know.
Lisa said hi.
Lesa. So I mean, it could be Lessa.
I know. I think it is Lisa, though. I'm friends with
All
her
right.
on Facebook, I
Hold on.
think.
Hold
I
on.
won't
Hold on.
reveal her real
We will
name.
put this to rest. Hold on. We're gonna put this to rest. All right, Miss Anderson. If it's Lessa, put a 1. If it's Lisa, put a 2.
Wow, that's very smart, Steady. I'm impressed with your.
No.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Wow, I
Man,
feel like a
that's
dummy
smart
now.
there. I am so impressed.
It's Lisa.
Okay, it's Lisa.
No, it's
Thank you,
not. She
Lisa.
said number 2.
That is
Oh.
impressive. You
It's
are
Lisa,
not
only
as
with
dumb
an
as we
E.
think.
I am not
I
think
know.
as dumb as you look.
I feel like the
What?
dummy in the room right now.
You are. But it's okay. We'll blame it on the pot.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey, I
man.
get smarter the more I drink.
We'll blame
At
it on
least
the
I think
vowel.
so.
We'll blame it on the vowel. Is it an I or an E?
Lisa Anderson, he
God.
doesn't give anybody wrenches.
Right. You say Lisa, I say Lessa, bada hey, bada who. It's like tomato or tomato. Potato. Anyway, we know it's Lisa
It's
now.
tomato.
Yeah, me too. He took all the wrenches away, Lessa.
Lisa.
He went back to Jiffy Lube and he took all his wrenches away from people. That's what he did.
That's right.
Anti-Jack still got a.
No, I gave it back to him.
All right.
I didn't want Annie at Jack throwing a fucking temper tantrum down there.
Don't give me
You know
one
how
because
he
I'll just
gets.
don't give me one. I'll just kick myself out just for laugh. Oh,
No,
she's
it wasn't
got one
nothing
now.
personal, Lisa.
She's already got a wrench now.
I took everybody. Yeah, I gave it back to her. I gotta have at
That's
least a
cool.
couple moderators.
Yeah, you don't want
Matter of
me.
fact, whenever whenever Lee
So
Okay.
whenever
hold
Lee
on. I'll put a comment in and you can add me as a mod. Hold on.
Look for dumbass in big
Yeah.
letters.
One moment, please.
one moment, please.
Ugh,
Fuck you, Stedding.
I gotta
the
find it.
number you have dialed is out of service. Doo, doo, doo.
I gotta find your channel. It's not on my phone anymore.
What?
I'm not. I'm watching it on the TV, so I have my phone shut off.
Oh, okay.
She's on web TV. Remember that shit?
Get your panties in a bunch.
What if I'm not wearing any panties?
Oh God!
Don't get your pubes all in a bunch.
Join the club.
And your Levi's are going to have a skid mark,
Did
my
she?
friend.
Hey, Chef. Did she just say don't get your
Tip Ticker,
pubes
what's
in a
going
bunch?
on?
Did she? Am I losing my mind? Did she not
Let's start over.
just say don't get your pubes in a bunch?
All right.
Oh,
I put a
I didn't
comment.
hear that.
Catch me.
Who? She said, don't get your panties.
Yeah, and I
Right.
said, what if I'm not wearing any panties?
Yeah,
And I
Oh.
said, join the
Tick
club.
Cube.
And then I said, don't get his pubes all in a bunch.
Oh, so she did say that. Yeah.
Okay,
And then
that's
it
what
got,
I thought.
and then it got
What
gross.
if I don't? Hold on. What if I don't have any pubes?
Oh,
What if I wax?
Penis.
What?
I'll tingle your
He's
penis.
they know him down south as the Brazilian donkey.
Brazilian donkey. Oh
Oh
God.
great! I'm gonna be get a. I'll be get a phone call from Steady. What the fuck is wrong with your wife?
Oh, the Brazilian donkey. Oh, I like that.
Don't
You
worry,
need to
Lee.
change
I'll
the name to
send
that.
Chris a picture so he can see. Look,
Fuck
there's
you!
no
You send that to
pubes.
my phone. I will find you and kick your ass.
Oh.
Give me the blue red.
I'll send that shit to the
Brazilian
FBI.
donkey.
This guy's stalking me.
He just wants to make it look bigger.
He likes his stiff hair like Biden.
Oh shit.
This looks like a little landing strip.
Like, here, Chris, look, it's clean. You can tell Lee I ain't got no pubes to get all bunched up. He'll come home.
But
Lee,
after,
stop saying
but
that
after
shit to
about,
him.
but after about a week, it starts getting itchy.
The song Detachable Penis is about Prepper Steady. Hey, my wife
What?
don't call me the snap-on man for nothing.
They call him the quick disconnect.
Yeah, it really sucks when you're in the throes and in the middle of it and you're all hot and bothered and Velcro fails.
Oh my God.
I'm not giving out any more wrenches tonight. Maybe on the next live.
You have
He's
to give
stingy
one.
with the wrenches.
You gotta give one to Shift Kicker. Come on now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Means I gotta lean over here.
She's like one
Shift
of the,
kicker is like on it. Like she's spot on.
Oh
she's
yeah,
like
she
the number
is.
one mod in my book.
I know. She's like within seconds, she is on it.
All right, she'll kick me out as soon as she's at wrench.
I try and do something and it's like, oh, forget it. Shift's on
I
it.
didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I swear I didn't mean it.
She
Shift
said, "Lee,
Kicker.
thank you."
Shift Kicker. So
I'm like 30 seconds behind her.
I
Now I'm
lost
kicked.
a few
Now
of
I'm
my
kicked
mods
out.
out of the blue. Like I had Trust in God as a mod, and for some reason he disappeared. I added him back on, and he disappeared as a mod. So I think YouTube is doing something because I had a lot of people as mods, and they all disappeared off my mod list. So I don't
You
know.
said
I think something's going around like that.
You said you trusted God as a
China.
mod and you disappeared.
He's
China.
a
He's got a trusting God as one of the YouTube people that we know.
Yeah. And
Okay, it just sounded weird.
that
I mean, if
happened.
I trusted God as a mod and then he disappeared, I'd be thinking I'm
he's
done some
not
simple
actual
shit
God.
around here.
No, I had him last year, and he got taken off somehow. So I don't know. I keep losing a lot of my mods for some reason,
All right,
and I
I'm
don't
just
even know how to
checking.
go in and do that. So
I don't know how you do it either, baby. I'm just checking.
I had to go find an old live stream and go through every live stream to find where somebody made a comment just to add them back in. Took me hours.
Do you
Wow.
mean the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost dropped you as being a mod?
You're
Well,
welcome, Chef.
Dude, what are you smoking, man? You need to send that here. Holy shit, you're
he
gone.
said God was my mod, but he dropped me, so I had to make a joke out of it. Okay, all right.
Well, his name, the guy's name that he used was Trusting God First, and it's all one word.
Okay, but she just said God dropped me as a mod. Do you get the joke now? I mean, I'm sorry. God forgive me. Don't strike. I don't want a lightning bolt to come through my house.
Oh, no, you're okay, dude, but you're just like that Easter egg that nobody's found last year.
Yeah,
That's where your mind's at.
you're not the first one to ever say that, babe.
He's fucking baked. That's for damn sure.
Oh, that's why I
Yorga,
said,
you might
whatever
want to
you're smoking, send it
back
to me.
off of that a
Holy
little
shit.
bit.
How about if I just sit here and shut up and I'll listen to everybody? How about that?
That won't happen.
Okay.
Look at that stogie.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
That's what they said.
That's okay. I went home, got naked with the wife one night, and she was like, "Ooh, that's a big one." I said, "Yeah, it's gonna be good, wasn't it?"
God.
Takes the heat off me a little bit. Thank you, donkey.
You're welcome.
And that's why he does the
I wonder.
Brazilian wax.
Much obliged.
That's right. I'm telling you, fellas, listen. If you're one of these fellas, like some of us out here, that's a little on the short side, shave that shit. I swear to God, it adds 3 inches to the length.
Yeah, it does.
You get that bush out of the way, and the stump looks a little bigger.
Oh my God.
It's true. You know, as funny as the joke that is, it's actually true.
It is. It does make it look bigger.
Yeah, it does.
Alrighty then.
Add inches in seconds.
That's right.
I know.
I love how I keep getting some of these, like some of the. Oh, there was one. I was watching a video earlier. I think it was on my Facebook. And like, I don't search like silly shit on my Facebook. I look at what the people I'm friends with on their post and stuff like that. And I had this ad come up with Chris, stop sending me videos. Freak.
But you're gonna like that one.
I hope so. It better be good. That weird ass shit you sent me before. That shit was funny though. It was funny.
Male enhancers.
Yeah, and you know,
It's joking.
it's like for watch this video, eat this food, it'll add length or girth or whatever. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
Girth.
There's nothing that will increase the size short of surgery.
You know what ads I get? Data biker. Date. What was the other one the other day? I was just
Data
so
biker.
Data biker. It had this like really hot looking guy, but
They
he
should have
was
called it
elected,
date a
like,
loser. Date a loser. There
Date
you
a
go.
biker. And then the other one was oh my God, I can't remember. And I thought it was just so bizarre.
Date a homeless guy.
Oh my God. If that comes up, I'm just done. I don't know. It was something really weird. I thought, well, gosh, where is this coming from? It's not like I Googled this or anything, but I get these ads all the time for dating apps, all the time.
I don't get
But I
those. I
thought,
guess I'm old and too decrepit to get the dating apps.
I'm like, how do they know I'm such a loser?
I'm just getting tired of paying these people to send those ads to her, and she keeps swiping off of my picture.
Oh,
I
I
I
don't
paid
tell me
extra for that forced fucking advertisement. Damn it.
Oh, one was a farmer thing.
FarmersOnly.com or some
Oh,
shit.
something like that. Yeah.
You get
And then
insurance
one
too.
was,
You get farmers insurance on top of your dating app.
mm,
And then you end up dating some guy that's like Ebb off Green Acres or some shit.
yeah, men never look like the ads, like those. I'm like, yeah,
Date a
that's
farmer.
Go
a
on there and some
model.
guy. Go on there and
Wait
there's
a
some
minute.
guy
Wait a minute.
Jebediah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm rich. I'm gonna start a new app called Date a Roofer. Date a Roofer. You know them
Mm,
guys you
Date a
see on the
roofer.
roof? It's like 109 degrees outside.
no, the last roofer I dated, he was schizophrenic. I'm not dating another
Did you
roofer.
actually date a roofer? Oh my
Yes.
god! And he was a schizophrenic roofer. Oh my god!
Yes.
I could make a horror movie out of that.
It is a horror movie. I can tell you exactly. He
I can
has a warrant out for his arrest right now. Are you kidding?
I can I can honestly speak. I've heard the stories.
Oh my God.
She's told me.
I gotta write it
I
down.
can.
I gotta write it down.
Right now,
I'm
he has
telling
like
you now.
3 felonies, 2 aggravated assaults, 2 domestic violence, and he didn't show up to court on Wednesday, and now there's a warrant for his arrest.
And there's a
Oh,
roof that
yeah.
is not finished somewhere.
Freaking- oh
Somebody
I
rat
only
her
got
hell.
a roof over here, that bastard.
my God.
That's bad.
I can't make
That's
this
bad.
shit up. I can't. I can't.
And Moonlight, you dated this guy?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Did you go to the
Now I
clinic and have your brain checked?
I hope you didn't have him work on your roof.
When the tree fell on my house, yeah, he did kind of work on it a little bit, yeah. But
Then he kind of worked on you a little bit too, didn't he now, honey?
he was charming, but you know,
A charming roofer.
I'm not
Get
allowed
out
to
of
make,
here. You
I'm
got to
not
get out of
allowed,
this chat right now. Somebody block her.
I'm not allowed to make any more decisions on dating unless my sister approves and my family approves and they have
You've got to
references.
consult the county and see if it's a
And I do a
proper
background
roofer.
check. I'm not allowed. I've
No,
been told.
I
I'm
don't mean
not
to
allowed
rag on
my
you,
own
but this is
decisions
great.
anymore.
Oh my God.
if you
You
give
should
a roofer a
should
roofie,
consult your county
is that
consultant.
redundant?
Yeah. To give a roofer a roofie, is that
Is that redundant?
oh,
Oh God. I'm sorry I brought another one.
Oh,
Wow, that guy's got
Woo.
a list of things going on for him, huh? Getting really
Hey,
up.
don't feel bad. I've dated some psycho chicks.
oh my
who
God.
hasn't?
I
Yeah.
think they all were.
Well,
Yeah, he's
guys, I think
definitely crazy. Go ahead. What?
I'm gonna end this in a few minutes.
Yeah,
About
I'm gonna
another
hop
5
off so I can
minutes.
have some cigarettes ready for tomorrow morning because Lee doesn't have any more.
Oh, sucks to be Lee. About time she learns how to roll shit.
She won't do it. It's too
I know.
tedious for her.
Hey, that's why I went back to buying cartons.
It would
I
take
could
her.
never.
She did it one day. She did it once. I'm gonna have to give her props. She did do it. She managed to make 10
Oh,
good cigarettes, but she went through 60 fucking tubes just to get those 10 good cigarettes.
oh.
Oh,
The very tip would have about an inch in the air,
night, Lisa.
or it'd be loose.
Yeah, but that was part of my problem. I'd get a bunch of good ones, but my back would really start to bother me trying to sit here in the truck and roll a bunch of them and have enough for the next day.
Because half of the ones that I've been smoking by the filter have about an inch of emptiness.
Yeah, I had my fair share of those.
No, I have quite a few, but I take those to work with me.
An inch of emptiness. That's what my ex-wife used to say about me.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
that inch of emptiness.
Oh my God.
Oh
I
shit!
tried rolling him up, but he had like an inch of emptiness.
Oh shit, that's funny.
You got to admit that's funny.
That
That's
was a good
funny.
one.
I laughed.
You
Good.
should take Steading's advice.
Daddy, you
And
would laugh at a squirrel
really
tripping over a nut. No
Blind
comment.
squirrel finds a nut every now and again. That's what they say.
I'm gonna be
At least,
honest, Yorga.
at least that squirrel doesn't have an inch of emptiness. God, that'd be a great like
Oh,
ballad, like a song. An inch of emptiness. Oh,
it's really sad.
to make a great song out of that.
Yorga's nuttier than squirrel shit.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off.
All right, Chris. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alrighty, well,
go
good
because I
night,
gotta call the
folks.
old lady back. You leaving too, Moonlight?
Yeah, are you shutting it down?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down.
Yeah, because Moonlight take it up early and feed the horses.
Yeah.
And then hopefully my car gets worked on tomorrow. So I gotta get a valve cover gasket. So
Yuck.
Oh, those ain't too
my
hard to do.
yeah, I hope not. Well, the dealership wanted to charge me $427, and then my brother-in-law's friend, he said he could fix it for me. So I think he has a little crush on me. So I think that he's gonna fix it tomorrow. So
Well,
That's
you
good.
tell him back his ass off. You're spoken for.
Yeah, be real sweet on him because that one, it's not that hard of a job, but it has to be done exactly right or it's going to leak.
yeah, it's leaking now, but he says he knows what he's
Yeah.
doing. So I think he's coming over in the morning, and we're going to O'Reilly's and get the part. And he
Yeah.
said,
They have it in
Well,
stock.
"Oh, I hope so."
Annie at Jack. Donkey to the barn. No, I'm not going to the barn tonight. I don't want to. You can't make me. All right,
Yeah,
everybody.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to call this shit. Great seeing everybody again. I will try to
Yorga,
do this again
Moonlight,
every
And
Saturday.
you?
everybody in chat.
Yeah. See,
I'll try
Steady,
to
that
bring this
wasn't so
back every
bad.
Saturday. How's that?
Aw,
No,
see,
no, it wasn't so bad.
you ripped off the Band-Aid and everything's good.
Night, Chris.
Good night,
Night, Lee.
Chris. Good night, Lee.
good night, everybody.
All
Night,
right.
brother.
Good night. You take care.
Night, Moonlight. Everybody
Yeah,
in
good
chat,
night.
good night. Thank you for coming and thank you for having a good time.
You stay safe out there, Setting.
Never. There's no fun in that.
you need to stay safe.
It's good seeing you again, man.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm going to try and do this every Saturday again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to you in a long time, man. I like hanging out with you, man. It's cool.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Well, you have a wonderful evening and Moonlight, you get some rest so you can get up early and go get your parts and feed the critters and all that good stuff.
Oh yeah, feed the critters first, and then I'll.
Yep, that's first. All
Don't
righty. Well,
buy
everybody,
brake. Don't buy
go
brake
ahead.
fluid from O'Reilly's. That's what they say.
Don't what?
Don't buy brake fluid from O'Reilly's.
Why is that?
I bought brakes for my vet, and it said, "Do not put O'Reilly's brake fluid in here." I don't mean to drag this thing out, but just I'm telling you. You said you were going to
Oh,
O'Reilly's.
I'm
I'm
not
like,
doing
just
anything
don't
with
buy
the
any brake
brakes.
fluid.
This is just a. This isn't
All right,
brakes.
good. Okay, I'll let you go. All right, Savernado. See you later.
All right.
You're
Good night.
out.
Later.
Good night,
Good night,
chat.
everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye, sweetie.